Here I am tweeting it out. I'm like, oh, you guys come join us. Yes, definitely haven't. Definitely have not even. Realize how pink my lips look in that picture. Can you hear me, Mogamu? Am I still here for you? Do you still hear me? You can't hear me, can you? You jerk, answer me.
Yes.
You weren't saying anything. You weren't saying anything. I was like, am I alone? Am I alone again? Oh my god, you can hear me, yay! See, Mogamu was just ignoring me. Hi Glam, how are you doing? What's your shout out command? Is it caster? What's your you see how he's still just ignoring me? Yes, this is a spoiler stream.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do a caster command. Look at that, Tori came for 6 months.
6 months.
I'm trying to like give them shout outs.
SO Rob, SO.
I don't know why people use SO, but
hey Glam, how you doing today?
See, I'm trying to hold it down. Why did it not happen again?
It did. It's SO. Oh my god. Rob, hold on. It's SO. I gotta do it.
I hate other people's Twitch commands.
Rob's a bad person, so there it is.
I did it. Listen, I'm trying to hold it down. I'm trying to hold it down because we know you don't read your chat.
You're a decent streamer, Rob. I'm just a bad streamer.
Not disagreeing, you know. I should probably host it too. Hi, Turin. How are you doing this morning? Oh, wait. Oh shit. I took myself to the YouTube.
Your own channel. Oh my god, Rob's wearing a branded t-shirt. I'm so jealous. Yep. I'm so jealous. Where's my t-shirt, Rob? Hey, Glam.
You want one?
Yeah. Is it complimentary?
No. I'm gonna need compliments in order. I'm gonna need you to compliment me in order to get it. You get it? It's a complimentary shirt. Ah! So good. No? That wasn't good? You like that one? Why are you upset?
I'm not talking to you till the podcast starts.
What a dick bag. Boo. Boo. Why are there no cats on Mars? Because Mars is racist against cats. That's what it is. Rob is fired. Does that mean I'm love? Did you watch the Prince Harry and Princess Serena Williams?
I don't know what the podcast, sir. All right, we're about to go live. You ready?
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Hey everybody. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi. So
welcome back to episode 2. Not episode 3, sadly, because someone didn't wake up last time. I'm gonna hold that against you.
Already? Are we going into that already?
We're already going in, but no, you had a list. You were all prepared, so you came back with fire.
So
like I was like, okay, Mogamu was ready to go.
I feel like
you messaged me this morning saying that you're like, we're on. What time do you want to meet up? Let's bring in a special guest.
I feel like you're starting this podcast off real petty.
We always are though. We always are. Petty. No, I want to know what was on that list. You said you had something written down.
I made a list of stuff we can talk about. What do you mean?
Okay, so what's first on the list? What's first on the list?
Okay, first of all, hi. Seeing as how I can never get a hello from you. Hi.
Me? Yeah, I gave. Oh my god, I'm gonna strangle you. By the way, how the hell did you get a Discord shirt? I don't have a Discord shirt, and I'm petty. I think they're homophobic.
Because I'm a Discord partner. That's how I got the Discord shirt.
Yeah, everybody's telling me that I need to do the Discord partner stuff, and I was like, I don't know how that works. As with Rob, doesn't know how anything works.
So you're not a Discord partner. That's number one.
No, I don't even know how it works.
So
like, do you have to have qualifications?
First of all,
do they need to check your bank account, your credit score?
First of all,
like,
I'm a real content creator. That's number one. So I actually
a real content creator that doesn't get up on time.
This is true. I actually traveled and got this shirt, right? I got this shirt at PAX East. This has nothing to do with a park, right? I got it at PAX East. I've got a, first of all, we've talked about shirts because we talked about weight loss. So I've got a closet full of shirts that probably I never wore because I was, you know, I lost a little bit though. But I got a bunch of shirts I didn't wear. But when you're a Discord partner, you can like, you get like Discord Turbo. So you got like an animated GIF. You get better servers on Discord, that type of stuff. So you need to apply for partners.
What?
That's number one.
Oh my God, I need to do that. I feel. Here's the thing. There's so many things that I don't want to manage.
Right.
It's like I have enough complicated stuff in my life that the last thing that I fucking want is like another thing. And they're like, apply for Discord partnership. I was like, I don't know what that is, and I don't know how that enriches my life, so I'm gonna pass.
It does enrich your life. You get an animated avatar. What are you talking about? That's the most important thing.
I have no avatar. You know what my Discord avatar is.
Have you seen my avatar? It's like it's the
dancing man. Yeah. But you know what my avatar is, and I refuse to change it.
What?
Look at what my Discord avatar is.
Hold on, let me look. What is your avatar?
You know exactly what my avatar is. Tori knows what my avatar is because she's a good friend.
I don't want to bring it up on stream because first of all, I'm streaming this. All right, let me go look. I'm gonna look at another thing. Isn't it like, oh my God, it's the default. It's literally the default, Discord logo, guys.
It's the default Discord logo because I refuse to change it from that. So I don't really need an animated avatar. I'm just gonna leave it at the default. I didn't put in a picture Discord logo.
That's his avatar right there. Shame him. Shame. Can we get Rob Shames in chat?
No, I don't want any Rob shame. I don't deserve any Rob shame. I think it's a very classy logo. I'm supporting Discord at its core. You know, I don't need to what's the word I want to say? I don't need to lift myself up. I don't need to advertise myself. I want to be humble. Sit down. What?
You don't need to advertise yourself?
Not like that. I'm gonna be humble. And I'm gonna sit down. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down.
Can you move that Coke can slightly to the left and say you don't need to advertise yourself, but this time with more feeling?
Slightly to the left, so that means to my right?
Just move the Coke can. Move the Coke can.
Yeah, am I doing it in the right direction?
Yes, that's fine. Move it. Move it. Keep it going. Now say again, I don't need to advertise myself. Please.
I don't need to advertise myself.
Holy crap. You have no... Okay, it's fine. So this is supposed to be episode 3, right?
This episode 2. Episode 1 had some issues. I'm having beef with Cardi B. I'm fully on Nicki Minaj's side now. Fuck you, Cardi B.
But
your last video was trash. I watched it. It wasn't good.
It was trash, and we couldn't upload the video because Cardi B copyright ID'd us, so we couldn't upload the podcast. Right?
You got kind of feisty with that too. I was like, "Ooh, you threw some shots."
I was upset. I defended
You're like,
Cardi.
How the hell you gonna copyright claim us when you didn't even make your own goddamn music? I was like, "Whoa!"
You're like,
"Whoa!"
I was pretty upset.
That was some serious savagery.
I was defending.
I was like. I'm like neutral. I don't, my new target this week. My new target this week is Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Because I watched her perform live, and I was laughing real hard because I was like, I thought to myself, I was like, she could be singing anything at this moment, and I wouldn't understand what the fuck she's saying. Because all is dead enough. I'm all the time. I'm like, what did you say? I know there's a cry. I'm like, what?
That's like every singer in the 90s, though. You remember when Tony? You remember actual Tony Braxton?
Well, everybody loved Tony was her own beast. Tony was her own beast.
You didn't understand nothing. Did you understand anything Tony was saying?
You had to look up the lyrics. You had right.
Come on.
Yeah. See, and here's the thing. I'm not gonna take away from Ariana. She can sing in her own weird way, but she can't enunciate, right? Like, I'm there with you, Tori. It's like, I'm like, what did she could have been talking about cabbage for all I know.
Not a clue.
I couldn't say nothing.
Not a clue what she was saying. Not a clue.
But no,
speaking of that,
Tony had one of those iconic voices. Unbreak my heart.
That's the song? You actually know words?
Undo this hurt to come walk out of door, walk out of life. That's how Tony was. That's Unbreak My Heart. How you gonna talk about Tony Braxton and don't know Unbreak My Heart?
I don't understand a word she's saying. Okay, look. Listen. We had an argument before we talk about Deadpool 2, because Deadpool 2 review is coming. All right.
Yeah. So we'll give you guys the spoiler. We'll jump into Deadpool 2. We'll go over some like over the top stuff, and then we'll make sure to warn you guys whenever spoilers are coming, so that you know if you got to dip, you got to dip. Right.
All right. No spoil. Wait. What?
No. That when Deadpool comes up, but right now we're just bullshitting for.
Isn't that actual spoiler in the movie? You've got a pity dick. That's a spoiler. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Deadpool, but I gotta ask because we're talking about musicians. Now, you and me had an argument.
Yep.
That you said you wouldn't say anything about it until the stream, and I'm interested what Chad is gonna say. Right. So, what was your argument?
I don't even remember what the argument is.
I'll tell you. It was flagrant. So you said Beyonce. We're going to talk about Deadpool 2.
Easy. This is easy.
We're going to talk about Deadpool 2.
Beyonce. Okay. Very, very simply. Beyonce. Very, very simply.
More blasphemy. Every week, blasphemy with you.
It's true. Okay, so here's my one of the rules, and it's not a rule in life, but it's kind of a gay rule. The rule that we have is currently you date 2 up, 2 down on your point scale, right? Mm-hmm. Beyonce, even on her bad days, is like an 8, right? Bottom of the barrel. Beyonce is like an 8. She's a pretty, very, very attractive woman. Mm-hmm. But when she gets her shit ready, she could easily crack a 10. I don't even see her going down to a 6. 6. That's a travesty.
You're setting it up. You're running from it. You're running from what you're about to say.
But the issue is, she could have done so much better than Mr. Goddamn Hova.
How dare you?
It's the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me Bob. Because, like, Mogamu's argument yesterday was, he's an icon. He makes so much money. I was like, fuck off. Beyonce is an icon. She makes so much money.
Get him.
She makes so much money. Who here agrees that Beyonce is like that Mr. The Rock? Mm-hmm. You know, he caught himself a damn good looker.
She is. He did. Nobody's not saying that.
She is above his league. She is above his league. But
she could have done better. That's a different statement.
I think she could have done
disrespectful better. to decades of rock.
You don't think if Beyonce came through and was like, "Hey, what's up, LeBron?" that his ass wouldn't have been like, "Hey, Beyonce, what's going on?"
LeBron's an upgrade from Jay-Z?
Well, I think that something happened in Forbes, and he was like one of the top athletes out there. Yeah, he is. He's better looking. He probably had, even though he doesn't have the history in the business, he's definitely got a good chunk of money. Beyonce don't care. She has her own goddamn brand. Like, that's why I say Beyonce is like, she's a real bitch, because, you know, she stuck with the we're gonna call him the ugly dude, because he was not all that cute. I mean, he's not terrible. There are worse looking, believe you me, there are worse looking dudes out there. But Beyonce could have been like, "Hey Drake, what's going on?" She could have had Drake. All she got to do
Drake is an upgrade from Jay-Z. Yeah, I feel like I can't follow.
100%.
I can't.
Tell me that Drake is not a big upgrade looks wise from Jay-Z.
I don't know about looks. I'm talking about Rockefeller, Jay-Z.
Rockefeller's old.
Okay, like, but everything's you just got through singing Tony Braxton.
Don't get me wrong. He's an icon. And I mean, if you only judge based on his fame and his money, okay, but Jay-Z is definitely going above his bracket with Miss Beyonce. Let's
I'm not
be
biased.
real.
But okay. Put looks aside. So looks are just part of the
We're
package.
not even. But that's the main thing. We're talking about looks.
You're only talking about looks. You said no. Don't try to change it now. You said she can do better, and I was.
She can do better, looks wise.
Beyonce's a 7.5. I said it.
Beyonce, you're only saying that because somebody told you yesterday you were a 6.
No. They said I'm a solid 6. They said I'm a solid 6. Don't try to change it.
You're like, I could be Beyonce. Don't lie. Don't lie. 7.5 for Beyonce. You crazy?
7.5.
You are crazy.
Yes.
Beyonce just got disrespected by Mogami. We need to post that up on Twitter. We need to
Beyonce. Her money makes her a 7.9. She barely puts into an 8. Have some respect for Hove.
Hive mind versus the Beehive. Let's see what happens. I'm just saying. You said that she's a 7.5.
7.5. If I'm a 6, she's a 7.5. Chat said I'm a 6, and now I'm a spiteful and angry. But also,
you are petty. You are petty. New beef, Beyonce, Mogamu versus Beyonce. Yeah, we're done. We're done with the Warframe community.
And she
beef.
better not copyright strike us.
Warframe community beef. We're on to celebrity beef. That's how we're going from now on.
Yeah,
that's how we're angling the new content. Fuck that. Fuck any of the Warframe shit. We're trying to pull a Jay-Z and bat above our.
So no, but you said I can go 2 up, 2 down, right? So if I'm a solid 6, I can date a solid 8. Beyonce's a 7.9. I can have Beyonce, right or wrong?
Because you just put her down to a 7.5.
What is she?
That's the only reason.
What is she?
Beyonce on her no makeup, just lounging around days, she's like an 8. But when she gets ready, she's easily into the 10s, and she can easily break that scale. Just saying.
Wait, I called her a 7.9. You called her an 8. We're agreeing.
No, you called her a 7.5, 7.5.
She's a 7.9 made up. Like performing, she's a 7.
What do you mean she's a 7.9 made up? Made up, she's a 9.
No.
Easy. 9.5, maybe.
No.
Oh my god. Hater. Oh my god, what a hater. Who's the hater this week? Mogamu's the hater. I know last week I was tearing last week I was tearing Cardi B a new one, but man,
we gotta spread it out.
Mogamu just trying to make everybody hate him.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my god.
You ready to talk about this?
No, because I have another thing that I want to talk about.
Okay, you got so much you want to
talk about. This is gonna be one of Rob's strange rants that I was thinking about just earlier. But in my brain, where does your fat go? I know that sounds really, really strange, but so the way that I've been losing weight recently is very odd. Okay. So it's like I'll plateau. Keto. Yeah, we're talking about keto, but it's not really necessarily about keto. It's just about weight loss in general. Okay. So I've been losing weight, and the way that I've been losing weight is a bit straight up. Thank you.
I just gave you a compliment. Give me one back.
You're a solid.
I'm a solid 6.
I didn't say 6. I had to pause myself, but you're solid. Solid. No. So one of the things, and I mean, this is just weird, and y'all in chat are gonna think Rob's fucking insane. We should never ever listen to him ever again. But what happens is, so I usually plateau for the entire week. So I stay the same weight the entire week, and then one day I wake up and I lose like 2 to 3 pounds, right? Mm-hmm. And in my brain, I'm like, where did that weight go? Like, you know what I mean? You've been the same, then it's gone. And then it's got me really starting to think, what happens when we lose weight? I mean, I could shit and I would still be the same weight or very, very similar weight, right? It's just
Where's
there.
This going? Okay.
No, are we like, so like, you know, I'll go to bed at night, right? I'll go to bed at night and I'll weigh one weight and I'll wake up in the morning and I'll lose all of that. So my thing is, are we just breathing out the weight? I ain't shitting in the middle of the night. I ain't pissing in the middle of the night. Like, why is it when I go to bed, when I wake up, I'm a different weight? See, close the stream and had to walk around the block after someone suggested Beyonce was 7.
Okay, look. First of all.
Yeah, but okay, wait, Tori. But if it's water weight, Where did it go? Did it evaporate off of me? Am I like in bed at night and all of a sudden the weight is just evaporating?
Oh my God, Rob,
Am I breathing out the weight?
Unscientific.
What's happening to the weight?
I see why you became a YouTuber, because
Okay,
apparently chemistry is not your thing.
So right now, I'm at a 23-pound weight loss. Did I just breathe it out?
What's the
what
difference?
happened?
Like 2 pounds though, right?
So we say that we burned off the weight, right?
Sure.
Bitch, where'd it go? I'm not on fire. I don't see the ashes of my weight rising off of my body. Where is this weight? I don't get it. I'm confused. So what's your solution to this? Why all of a sudden am I same weight? Then I lose like 3 pounds.
It went to your head is where it went, and it stayed there.
Shut up. I just don't understand it. No, equilibrium, because some days I piss.
Thank you for the whole story.
Before I weigh myself before, then I piss, and then I weigh myself after. It's the same. I don't get it.
How much weight have you lost? You lost 20 pounds, right?
23 pounds now.
Yeah, so we're still doing the keto thing. 23? I remember you were fighting for 15. You lost an additional 8. You lost an additional 8 pounds in like 2 weeks? Rob, it shows. It shows,
Rob. I'm fighting. I'm trying to look cute at TennoCon.
What's your motivation? Just to look good at TennoCon. That's your
motivation. My motivation is I'm trying to look fuckable.
That's a good
motivation, right? That's a good motivation. I want to look like a sex
What level is that? Because I'm a 6, a solid 6.
Let me.
So where's the line?
So my whole issue is, in the gay world, there's straight skinny and then there's gay skinny. Okay. So I could get straight skinny and that's not too hard, but getting gay skinny is like that. It's torture. It's like one of those things, and I gotta like.
There's a difference.
I'm looking beyond the straight skinny and into the gay skinny. It's like a whole new universe. It's kind of like the mirror dimension. You know, you don't just get through there by concentration. You need some serious magic to get you past there. You might need one of the Infinity Stones, because legitimately, that's what you need in order to crack that you're gay attractive level. Because right now I'm just like, I guess he's cute. I'm
trying to get the fan daddy levels.
Yup. Oh my God, Josh Brolin.
You're going into the movie.
I can't. We can pause it because that man did something to me in that movie. I don't understand it.
How tall? First of all, how tall is Josh Brolin?
I heard. Well, they mentioned it in the movie that he's like 5'9", 5'11", something like that.
No,
because they broke the third wall on that one. We're mentioning Deadpool 2, but we're not quite there yet. I think Mogamu has a couple more topics, but I still haven't heard anybody tell me where the hell fat is transferred into muscle or just uses energy. It uses energy, but how is it burned off? Because whenever you have fuel, I'm really trying to figure it out, because we've looked at those diagrams that show how much 5 pounds of fat is, right? So how do you just burn off 2 pounds of fat in one night?
You don't, Rob. You retain water. We've already told you this. You retain water. You eat salt. You do a number of things. You retain water. And then you don't retain that water. Then you retain that water. It's like if you pour a bunch of water into a big bucket shaped like Rob's head and you pour it out, it weighs a different amount. It's the water. It's the water, Rob. That's all it is. You just sometimes you retain water, sometimes you don't.
I just need to know where the.
Let me tell you how you test it. Whenever you use fuel, yes, right, you have the remains. So whenever you burn things with fire, you have ash. Whenever you use gasoline, you have fumes and exhaust, right? Whenever you heat up water, right, you have the steam that rises and like leaks, right? It's actually metabolized into CO2. I told you I was breathing it out. Oh my God, thank you, Okosi. Thank you. You're the only person here that helped me with my issue. Thank you. It's
so
CO2.
Smart.
Fine, you win. It's CO2. It's
carbon.
I
was saying, am I breathing it out? Because I'm trying to figure out where it's going.
That's totally it.
Thank you.
That's it. 100%.
That's what I needed. I'm breathing out my fat. Maybe if I do that, it'll go faster. I think that's our
Don't
challenge
breathe it through
now.
here. I don't want it.
It's to see how much.
It's too hard to lose. Keep it to yourself.
Your direction, Pogami.
Oh, that's why your cat's fat. Makes sense.
Yeah, because I've been breathing it out onto my cat.
Where's the cat?
He's
Guest
He's
appearance.
by the tree. He's by the tree.
Oh,
he's
chilling. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's just chilling. Okay,
But
so
Josh Brolin is 5'10".
do you have more? Do you have just more on your list? More on this list of preparedness that you got going on?
No, we're good. We talked about Beyonce. We talked about me being late. You've crushed on Beyonce and Josh Brolin. I feel like
I haven't crushed on Beyonce. It's a reverence. You don't.
Crushing on Beyonce. A straight guy plays.
You're so stupid.
You're crushing on Beyonce. She's a 7.9. She's a 7.9. I'm telling you.
Why you gotta take her down 1 point? She doesn't even deserve to be taken down 1 point.
She's not an 8.
That is fight.
If I'm a solid 6, she's a
fight.
solid 7.9. I'm upset and I'm petty and I'm an angry old man.
That is one thing that's been going on lately. Is I feel like there's been a whole lot of old man talk. I think we're just getting really old in general.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know one of the things that should have been on my list if I had a list. Let's talk about being old and being petty.
Oh, absolutely.
And this ties into Deadpool.
You're getting old, Rob. I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm there, but I feel like I'm influencing you. I'm definitely not blind.
So let's talk about this real quick. Was my experience at the theater.
Oh, yes, old man in a movie theater. Let's hear it.
So, we'll start off with what I tried to do at the movie theater, right? I love being old and petty. You and me, Tori. So here's the issue. I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go on a Monday because you know what? It's Deadpool. It's really popular. We don't really have we have one movie theater right in town. So I'm like, okay.
Don't you live in Cali? How is this even a thing?
I do, because I'm in the boonies. I'm like up in the boony area. It's really, we don't even have a Target here. Our closest Target in Best Buy is an hour and a half away. Okay. So keep that in mind. Like, I'm in the boonies. So the issue that I had, I was like, I'm gonna go on Monday where it's chilled out, right? Chill. I don't have to worry about nothing. I'm just gonna go like at their first showing, which is probably like, like sometime before noon, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm just ready. I'm like, I'm gonna go Monday morning. I looked at the times and I was like, why is the first showing at 4 p.m.? 4 p.m.? And in my town, I was like, 4 p.m., that's when the kids get out. I was like, no, fuck this. I gotta go with all the kids getting out of school. I don't want to be with those little troublemakers. I just want a nice, quiet theater where I can sit down and not have to listen to any of their bullshit. And here I am, irritated as fuck, because I gotta go there at 4 p.m. with all these damn childrens. And I'm like, I'm so irritated.
Yeah,
I thought to myself,
did it actually happen, or were you just
like, I thought to myself, damn, I'm fucking old. I'm fucking old that I am trying to avoid the children. I'm looking for matinee times. I'm looking for listen, I'm trying middle of the day, leave me the fuck alone times, right?
Yeah. So
I get to the theater. I'm bitter. It was after my stream. It was a good stream. I was happy. But I was bitter. Sat down, just on my phone, listening to these damn children in the back talking about, I'm moving into my parents' garage. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I don't care about your life. Shut the fuck up, millennial. And I was just I'm like, these people are going to piss me off, right? All these goddamn people chatting and talk. I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm like here, then this nice little old couple sits next to me. And we start watching the movie. Tell me why it was the old couple next to me, not the damn kids 2 rows back, or any of the kids. You know those kids. You know those kids. You know those motherfucking kids that always come in like 2-3 minutes after the initial trailers start, and you're like, these fucking kids, these millennials coming in hella late and shit. They're gonna try to ruin my movie, trying to figure out where they are. Maybe if you were on time and you took care of your schedule, you'd be okay. So these little kids are like shuffling around, and I'm like, then these old folks came through, and they're like, Oh my god, did you hear what? I was like, why these old people really try? I knew it was gonna be Juggernaut. I was like, oh my.
Whoa, spoiler.
Oh, sorry, spoiler. I was just like, because they were like 2 seats away from me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, the hell just happened? But I will say though, it almost kind of made things fun. But it almost made things fun.
You didn't see, I already knew this. You didn't see Black Panther in a theater with black people. So I already knew. It's not the kids. It's the 50-year-old, auntie that's like, baby, oh my God, Killmonger, why you do that? It's not the 12, 13, 8, 6, 5-year-olds. It's the 40-year-old, 50-year-old that's in there acting a fool in our comic book movies.
Wait, no, we're not done. Let's continue this. No, you know why? You know how I know that? Because I used to live in Fairfield, California. I didn't live in Fairfield, but I lived near there, and that was where one of our theaters were. I used to work there, and it's a pretty diverse area, but there's definitely an African American community there, right? And our group decided to go watch Beyonce is Obsessed. And if you don't know what happens in Beyonce is Obsessed, it's a pretty straightforward story, right? Woman has a man, she got a baby with the man. The man is like a very upstanding gentleman. He's a hard worker. He's an executive or some bullshit. And then this little sexy new secretary comes by, and she tried to fuck him, and she gets obsessed with him, and she keeps trying to fuck him. Right,
Ali Lauder,
the really pretty girl from Heroes.
Now that's an 8. That's a solid 8. If I ever
don't even say that, because Ali Lauder was fighting Beyonce in the movie. Why you gotta bring it back around like that? Ali Lauder versus Beyonce.
8.1. But keep telling your story.
Idris Elba was in there, and so what ended up happening is because
story thirsty.
Because that we had to have Ali Larter versus Beyonce, because Ali Larter was trying to steal Beyonce's man. So, because we were, our theater, was full of, number one, gay. There's definitely gays. The gays came out for this one. And not only did that, we had a good African-American community, right? So what ended up happening was, you heard in the theater, whenever Ali Larter would do something, oh, hell no, that bitch! And the thing is, tell me why in normal movie theaters, we would not be okay with that. But because we knew what was going to happen in the movie, we're like, yes! We hate the bitch too! And so everybody in the movie theater, when the fight scene came on, we're like, oh, get her, bitch! Get her, bitch! It was literally just and the thing is, everybody in the theater joined in together as if we were all sitting on the same couch, and we were just yelling at the top of our lungs to say, snatch that hoe! We hate her. Oh, she got kicked in the face. Oh, that hurt. And drop her. It was so good. Is this dropping now?
And it was black people in the movie theater? Yeah, that's dropping.
Yeah. No, I loved it. It was the best ever. It was so freaking great. And I could definitely see how Black Panther would bring that out of people. Man. But I'll be honest, those old people kind of made the movie experience, because it almost made you feel like it was okay to laugh out loud, and it was okay to make, not necessarily commentary, but to join in on the ooh, that kind of stuff. And Deadpool 2 was
part of the group.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 was definitely the kind of movie where you can literally, you will be laughing out loud. Did you laugh a lot out loud during the movie?
We're getting into it.
No spoilers. This is no spoilers yet. We're gonna ask things. Thank you, Smarte, for subscribing with Twitch Prime.
Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Wait, who did you say it subbed?
Smarte.
Oh wow, great pronunciation. I was like, how do you pronounce that? Smarte. So thank you so much for the sub. There were moments. Not throughout the whole movie. I feel like we're going into our final opinion on it. There were moments where where I was like, I felt ashamed. Didn't you feel
Why?
ashamed when you laughed? Okay,
No!
so no, I felt
don't feel
ashamed. Like,
Why
come
would you feel
on,
ashamed?
the reference to the legs crossing. No, I'm like, only a 12-year-old laughs at that, because again, there was.
It's okay though. That's what Deadpool's about.
Okay. It is not okay.
So okay.
There was a younger group in front of me. They were probably like 21, 22, whatever. Then there was a group behind me that was like 45, maybe even older, 48, 49. They were sitting behind me. And the legs started crossing. And the couple behind me giggled. But that was it, because they were grown and mature. And I went, and then he did it again. And I started laughing. And they weren't laughing behind me.
Maybe it's because you felt like you had to be a distinguished black man.
Yes.
And you had to be like, I have to hold it in. No, my theater with those two damn old people, we were just like, fuck it, let it all out. We were cracking up about everything. And I think it was good. You should have come to our theater. Come to California. We'll find those old people. We'll talk.
We need a lot more bits in the stream for me to drive to California to see a movie. Okay,
did you know my stream yesterday? They said that we needed to do a road trip. We needed to
I'd be down for one. I'd be down for one. We'd have to fundraise it though. Yeah. Because I'm broke. I ain't got that road trip money. Join the club.
But
Deadpool 2.
Let's get into the non-spoiler parts. Did you like it?
Non-spoiler. It's safe. All right. First of all, the promos. Did the promos make you feel like you want? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Deadpool 2 is one of the best promoted movies, and the reason I say that is because it's like, who outside of comic book fans, who even knows what Deadpool is?
Exactly.
Like we love Deadpool. I think like younger generation loves it. When I say younger, I mean like millennial and slightly older. So maybe up to like 40. 41, 42 love.
Like we get Deadpool, yeah.
Right. So for them to promote this movie and have it be like so dope, like from the I'm gonna show images of this. But like,
you're gonna make me have to edit this video.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is
just do still pictures.
Still pictures, right. It's what it will be.
Yeah.
From him, like the bullets raining down on him.
Oh my god, that was such a good visual.
Yeah. All the way to make sure I show this right. Like the painting, the God painting with Thanos.
Josh Brolin.
With
yeah.
Down, like,
why you gotta be putting out references? Jeez.
This movie is promoted so well that you go, now I gotta see it.
Well, and the issue is, one of the big things that we actually talked about before this was, we talked about we saw all these promos and we're like, what the fuck is this movie gonna be about though? Because they didn't give away anything. They did not give away any goddamn thing about this movie. Nothing about its plot line. We didn't know who the big baddie was going to be. No. We just saw certain characters and we assumed who was going to be the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't know what the plot line was going to be, but they advertised, and every single one of those advertisements made you want to go and watch it, right? And so this time around, they just kept coming and coming and coming with even better and better promos. Like Michelle just says, Deadpool was pretty much put out there like no other, because honestly, Deadpool was the one movie that got people talking more than any other. And it's the same thing. The promos got us talking, but they got us talking about Deadpool, not the plot of the movie.
Right. That's, for me, that's the genius in it, right? Like, so the promos did a lot of crossover.
Branding was strong.
Yeah, and some of it broke the fourth wall, right? Because like there was some stuff between him and Hugh Jackman,
David Beckham. Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman. Yeah,
right.
David Beckham one too.
With Hugh Jackman, where they kind of go back and forth, which makes it into the movie. I feel like they edited that in after the movie. Don't you feel like? Because there's some Wolverine stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's also There's some, like you said, there's some stuff with David Beckham, right?
Yep.
So all these like fourth wall breaking things end up promoting in the movie, and in a way that like I'm actually honestly surprised, because like older people, they don't know what Deadpool is, and isn't this movie doing well? I don't know what the box office is.
I don't even pay attention to the box office because it was just so good. It was so good that I'm not even.
Right. They have effectively made it where it doesn't even matter what the movie's about.
Yeah.
After watching this movie, do you even care what it was about? Or did you just want to laugh?
Well, I wanted to say something, and then I realized there's a spoiler that happens later in that I can't say. But Green Tea Leaf is on it. There's an interview with the head writers. They said writing for Deadpool is a freeing experience because they can do practically anything with the writing. Yeah. And the thing that I loved about it is that Deadpool had to have been filming while Avengers Infinity War was in there, right?
Okay. Why do you say that?
Tell me why does it feel like there were references of that movie in Deadpool? Like literally, it almost seems like the head writers of Deadpool were talking to the writers of Infinity War, or they were like having Josh Brolin like scour the set. What can we make jokes about today? Let me send it back to the writers, because literally, it was the references were so now. Because it takes time to produce a movie, it takes time to write, it takes time to get shot and all that kind of stuff. But literally, their shit was like hot off the fucking presses. Like I wouldn't have been surprised if they made a fucking royal wedding joke somewhere in there. That's how
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's how so quick. Like it was just so very timely, and that was crazy. That was absolutely mind-blowingly crazy with how well they did that. But the one thing I do want to point out is, why did this movie make you feel things? Because it wasn't just funny.
For the story. Are we talking about this kid? Did you like the kid? Is that
no, I didn't like the kid. The kid pissed me off.
I didn't like the kid either. So I'm like,
I didn't like the kid.
So were you like identifying with Deadpool? So
I was identifying with what happened with Deadpool and what happened to Cable. The thing that unified them. No spoilers, by the way. No spoilers right now. But the thing that happened to both of them, I was like, I feel you. I was like, that's so sad.
I'll be honest.
I was like, okay.
Don't you feel like all of these movies are doing this? Like all of these movies have that one moment where you like, I hope nobody saw that.
Yeah. I had a moment, like, I was like, I might cry in this theater right now. But I think that the cool thing about it is, and we talked about this very, very quickly. We talked about this very, very quickly when we were talking about Infinity War versus Deadpool, right? Yeah. Infinity War took 10 plus movies to make us care about these characters.
I heard another reviewer say the same thing you're saying.
Oh, magic!
Yeah.
But Deadpool literally gave us one movie.
Yeah.
And then this is the follow-up movie to that. And I already care. And I was like, I'll tell you right now, spoilers for Infinity War. If you haven't watched it already.
We're in good territory. Go ahead. Sorry, guys.
When the thing happened to Deadpool, right?
Oh, Deadpool.
I was like teetering on, like I'm pretty sure I wiped my face like once or twice. All right?
Near the end.
There were parts actually. No. Early on.
Okay. What happened to him at the beginning of the movie is what you're saying.
What happens to him at the beginning, and some of the stuff that kind of is like in the middle. There was some good emotional parts in the middle.
Okay.
But legitimately, when I'm not feeling so good happened,
right?
I don't want to go. Mr. Stark.
Yeah.
I did not blink. I was like,
that didn't bother you?
Why are you? No, wow. I didn't feel shit. I looked at him and I'm like, so I'm gonna see you in the summer of 2019.
That's true, but that's their fault though, and I think Deadpool does a better job of it because that was their fault. Like come on, like anyone who's seen Infinity War, like these guys have major contracts.
Yeah.
Like, are you?
Yeah,
no
there
way.
was no point in time in Infinity War that I felt like I might actually cry.
Agreed.
Yup.
Kinda.
Let's be real. The most emotional part in Infinity War, sorry, we're going to say this right now. We're going to say this right now, was when Gamora, when her ass got thrown off the cliff.
That was the only death. That was the only death that bothered me. That was the only death that bothered me because
kind of like
it had emotional weight.
And to be honest, it might have got me a little bit, but I was more along the lines of, bitch, you realize you're gonna die, right? You don't love anyone. You don't love anything. Bitch, you get thrown up. This is what you get, because you didn't care about nothing, Thanos. Yeah. Bitch, he gonna snatch you by your wiener. He gonna throw you in the thing. Don't you see? Look at how serious his face is. You're dead. You're dead, Gamora. So in my head, I was like, I kind of felt a little bit. But when she started getting, you don't care about anyone or anything, I was like, oh, I hope they do something in Avengers Volume 3 for you, because you're done for this end of the movie. Bye. Bye, bitch.
There's a meme floating around where it's like someone being sassy, like raising their finger, and it was like a couple moments before you realize he in love with you. And I'm looking for it and I can't find it. It's like, it's a good one. No, but you know why that has emotional weight though? Because of Thanos. Yeah, that Thanos weight.
Josh Brolin. Can we just say Josh Brolin is on his hustle?
He's on it, and he works in this movie.
On it. He worked in both You're not allowed to be good in both movies. Can we just say Ryan Reynolds? He did Green Lantern. You can't do Green Lantern and Deadpool. You can't do Green Lantern, the first version of Deadpool, and then the second version of Deadpool. Nah, you can only be good at one. Only one. Mm-hmm. But why are you good at both Thanos and Cable? That's not fair. That's not fair. You need to stop, sir. You need to stop.
He is cheating a little bit.
That's cheating. That's cheating, and it's not only just like, because usually it's DC.
Josh Brolin, take me away.
It's usually like DC. You get your shot in DC, and then you get your shot in Marvel, right? No, this man's in both Marvels. He's doubling up on Marvel. I'm like, God damn it, Josh Brolin.
I wonder which one he was casted for first. Does that even matter?
No, it's very, very easy. He was definitely casted for Thanos first, because the only reason he got cast as Cable is to spy on the set of Infinity War so that they could get jokes for Deadpool 2.
Can we get some Illuminati?
It's some Illuminati shit. That's what happened.
Okay, so here's the thing. All right, so I agree with you. But he was really good as Cable. But don't you feel like Cable was only good because, all right, so for instance, you got Deadpool that's way over here crazy. Like Deadpool is, I'm gonna tell you, if you can't have, if there's not a piece of immaturity in you, you can't handle Deadpool. I'm telling you, because there's some moments in this movie that's like, yo, the 5-year-old in me is losing, and I apologize.
Yeah, listen. If you've been watching, if you watch a lot of Brosine, you can't be a part. You're not gonna be laughing.
Oh my god.
You gotta come back, and you gotta find some humor in your life and be able to smile every now and then. Because you can't be. That is not a part of this stream. Like you can't watch Deadpool. Sorry, it doesn't work for you.
But Cable works because he's a straight man.
Yeah,
that's why
he is very much. But they play off of each other really well.
Yeah, they
play off because that's what you need. Like whenever you have like one that's absolutely batshit crazy, you need someone to kind of like pull it back in. But even like Josh did a great job though being the straight. You know, he did a really, really good job being that guy. And I think that in future movies that they'll probably give him more ways to be funny as the straight man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there are
now
definite
that they've
ways,
gotten him out of the way, they can do more with him.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're expanding. It's like you're free to kind of play around with the character a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Because now it's like, you know, he's definitely developed a relationship with that. Tell me why I was about to cry. I had a moment. I don't know what happened, but I started feeling tears welling up. There's moments. There were some big moments in there that turn. I'm telling you, like every comic book movie has this one moment where I do kind of like do like this. I'm like,
Don't show it. There's a bit of that. All right, speaking of characters, I got some questions for you, okay?
Okay.
And
Wait, are we in spoiler territory or not yet?
No, we're not in spoiler territory. So I'm going to say a name, and I want you to be honest and tell me you knew who that was before this movie, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cable, yes or no?
Yes.
Fire Fist.
No.
Domino.
Yes.
Oh,
I knew Domino because I love weird superpowers. I love weird superpowers. I love Scarlet Witch. I love all of the mutants that don't have the most straightforward superpowers.
Right.
So those always really appealed to me. Like Fire Fist. Oh, the dude can throw flames out of his hands. I don't care. I don't care. But Domino, being able to manipulate the odds of certain things happening, to be able to have good luck and to give other people bad luck, that's unique. That is different. I love Wanda Maximoff and her chaos magic. Like, do I care about, a speedster, her little speedster brother? No, you just move fast. I don't care.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
Domino, first of all, can we get a shout out for like the great female characters of like the last 12 months? Like all these great characters in Black Panther, basically overshadowing the male characters.
Oh my God.
Domino kills Black Panther too.
She did.
She kills it. She murders
Deadpool 2, you mean?
What did I say? Black Panther 2?
Said Black Panther 2.
Deadpool 2.
I'm like, we're still waiting on that one.
Yeah.
Someone wasn't feeling so good. So
it's not feeling so good. No, seriously. I did not think the whole Domino thing would work. And seeing it in action, and see, that's the great thing about Deadpool. Seeing it in action where he's literally breaking the fourth wall. Like, so I'm sorry, this has got to spoil it a little bit. So
okay, pause yourself. Give it a spoiler moment.
I'll be careful.
Okay.
So essentially, the whole time they're showing her mutant ability, which is good luck. They're breaking the fourth wall all the way through, right? Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like all the way through that scene, they're breaking the fourth wall, and it's all about how lucky she is and how stupid of an ability. The whole joke is stupid ability.
But yet it works out.
It works. It's actually really, really good.
It was actually really good, and the whole fight that they had about it, it's an ability. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Well, we'll settle on it's not. It's kind of like we can meet halfway. It's not an ability. She's like, but it is.
But it is.
But it is. Nah, but it's not.
Okay, let's keep going through. Let's keep going through. All right. Have you heard of? You know what? I actually lost the page. Where's the? All right. So Weasel.
No, where was Weasel in it?
Oh, my bad. Weasel was no. That's not a superhero. I'm just going through IMDb. One more. Negasonic Teenage. Before
she does not exist out of this movie, does she?
She does.
I thought that they made up that name because it was so stupid, and they had to bring it into this. I did not. I thought that was a fake made up one.
That's
to be honest with you.
Thing. Negasonic is real, bruh. Negasonic is real.
God.
Shatterstar.
I've heard the name, but I could not place where he was from. And I think it was from watching old X-Men. Because old, I don't remember
if he was in there.
He wasn't in there, but they had a thing where they were in that universe. And I think that he was in there. I think he was in there for like an episode, and that's where I might have heard it.
I don't remember if he was in one, but he might have been. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Bedlam.
Bedlam, I definitely did.
You've heard of Bedlam, but not Shatterstar? But
it's not. No, I did hear about Shatterstar. Okay. What are you talking about? No, Bedlam I've heard about in passing. Another weird, because his other mutant ability is to be able to shut down other mutant powers too.
Bedlam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look it up.
So the point in me saying all that is,
but you have to understand, I'm a comic book. I'm borderline comic book nerd.
Okay. So I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that there is an X Factor movie coming. Is that true?
I have no clue, and I don't like. I mean, he'd have to put in some work.
Right. It might be a rumor, but I heard there's an X Factor movie coming. The point of me saying all that is this worked, and even comic book fans don't know who half these characters are. Like, I remember Shatterstar from like being a little kid reading comic books, and when he popped up, I was like,
well, when he popped up, I was like, okay, thank you. That's the first thing that I thought. I was like, that don't look like Shatterstar.
Yeah,
that looks like some weird. That looks like some weird budget version of Like, is this Shatterstar, or is this like some guy who thinks he's Shatterstar and is like delusional? You know what I mean?
Right?
Because he looks so comically not right that I thought that he had to be a joke.
It's not.
I thought that he had to be a joke,
but it's all a punchline. At the end of the day, it's Deadpool. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have not seen Deadpool, the movie will be better for you if you understand it's all for the punchline. If you're thinking any of this has to be part of a greater universe, lols, be careful. Going into this, if you go into this knowing this is a Deadpool movie, you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna have so much fun. Yeah. Don't take any of it serious.
Yeah, you have to be okay with Deadpool. That's the issue.
You gotta be okay.
Deadpool 2, let's see. Deadpool 2 better or worse than the first one?
I'm torn.
Okay, wait. Let's say it on 3. We're gonna say it on 3. We're gonna say it together. Which one we think is better? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
1.
Deadpool 2. You think 1 is better?
But here's why. I think.
Okay.
But see, that's why I said it's not fair. I think 1's a better movie overall. I think 1's a better movie. But the 12-year-old in me loves Deadpool 2 more. I'm sorry. I love Deadpool 2 more, but I think Deadpool 1's a better movie.
I personally feel that Deadpool 2, the range of characters in Deadpool 2 is so much better than in Deadpool.
Oh, sure.
I feel like their cast is so fleshed out. I just feel like there are so many, but maybe it's because I like team up movies a lot. It's kind of Deadpool 1 is kind of like like the original, like the origin movies, right? The original, like straight out the gate, this is what the movie is, like Spider-Man Homecoming, right?
Right.
And Deadpool 2 is like Deadpool's Infinity War. Does that make sense?
Okay, that's
right, because it's a bunch of different characters getting together to fight together to save the future.
Okay.
Right? So a part of me is like,
you like the team up movies.
I like the team up movies.
The MCU bandwagon right now.
Can I just say the scenes between Deadpool and Colossus?
Did it touch you just special place?
This is how I was laughing at the theater. Oh my god. Anyway,
those scenes are good. But no, I get what you're saying. Like it's a character thing, right? You like more characters.
Yeah, so Daniel, easily, I personally think Deadpool 2 is better, but I think that we both in agreement they're at least as good as each other. Okay. Right? Easily, they're at least as good as each other.
Yeah, you can call it a wash. So let me ask you this. So you never really knew who the characters were. What do you think about the story? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like the story's the weakest thing.
Thank you. That's the exact same thing I felt with the first one.
Yeah.
I felt like the story is the weakest. But like and this is the same way I feel about Deadpool, but I think that it's maybe just the way that he's written. I always feel like the story is kind of a little bit all over the place.
Yes.
Like there is no slow progression into anything. It's just very like bam, we're here, bam, we're here, bam, we're here.
Right. It's just Game of Thrones itis.
Yes.
Yeah.
How fast did that crow fly? Let's just talk about that.
Right.
But that's definitely my big feeling about Deadpool is the story is always, but I think it's because the story is secondary to the jokes.
Of course.
Right? So that's kind of my feeling. And tell me why I was the whole time in the movie, I was waiting for death to come through.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean from Infinity War?
No, like death, like the. Oh my God, wouldn't that be insane though if they did a crossover using death? So for those of you guys who don't know,
yeah,
okay, so in the comics, this is a comics reference. Thanos, one of the big reasons why Thanos wanted to kill so many people is because he was infatuated and in love with Mistress Death.
Literally the character Death.
It's a literal embodiment of death, right? The thing is, Death and Deadpool have a thing because Deadpool can't die. So they're like, I believe that they might have even gotten married at one point. That Deadpool and Death got married. And Thanos did not like that. It was something along those lines.
That's in the comics?
That's in the comics. That is in the comics.
You are on. Look at you.
I know, like, everybody thinks Rob's just, Rob's a little pretty little gay boy. He plays video games. No. A gay guy reads comics, too. Well, not reads comics, but watches it online. Yeah, that should happen in the comics. See? Daniel got me. So, that's kind of like, that's definitely one of the things. And I was like, oh my God, perfect crossover. But anyway, I was waiting for her to come through.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Because there's a moment in there where he's like, oh, we can't talk about that without spoilers.
Spoilers are coming soon. Don't worry. We're almost there.
Spoilers are coming soon.
This is going to be short. This is going to be shorter than the last review. But go ahead.
Okay.
No. So, no, go ahead. What you were saying.
No. You continue because my train of thought got derailed.
Derailed. So I thought the story was weak. The whole story with the kid is weak. The kid is unlikable. This is the downside. We're in downside territory. If this bothers you, I apologize. I'm gonna tell you, none of this stuff matters because the movie completely blows the fourth wall away. So everything I'm saying is completely irrelevant because Deadpool don't care, the writers don't care. They literally took a weak story and they wrote around. Did you hear that? I think even Ryan Reynolds did a lot of the writing too. So yeah. It's almost like they don't even care, bro. They don't even care. So they don't care, you shouldn't care.
Yeah.
The story with the little kid is weak. He's completely unlikable.
That's the weakest part of the story.
Firestarter, whatever his name is. Yeah. Fire Fist, right. That's all terrible. Him being overweight isn't funny at all. They never really do anything with it. And it's
well, maybe they kind of left that as a background thing, that he's just overweight.
But they never played out, like the kids never tease him. Like it's never, they don't do anything with it. Like
maybe they shouldn't though. Maybe they did make one joke about it. Oh, they do make jokes about it though.
Do they really?
Diabetes?
Okay. The jokes are going like this. You need to see this movie like twice to even catch them.
Yeah.
So I think I probably caught jokes that
again because it's not good. It's worth paying.
Cable story's weak. Be honest. Cable. Rob, don't with me. It's literally Terminator.
Okay, let's go this way.
Okay.
It is literally Terminator. I think they made references to the fact that it's literally Terminator. But no, I think in comparison to the kid story,
okay,
it's leagues better than that, but that's not saying much.
No.
Right? It's leagues better than that, but it's not saying much.
Right.
And what Rockstar flavor am I drinking? If you guys haven't checked it out already, there's a Rockstar Pure Zero that is definitely keto friendly. It is grape flavored. Check it out in your local grocer today. # sponsor me. Thank you.
Okay. The story's weak, Mr. Promo. But again, I gotta say, it doesn't matter because they dance around it so well that I don't think it's gonna bother you. But I still think Cable story is weak. It doesn't really matter. They introduce characters haphazardly. Like the villain maybe has 5 to 10 minutes of.
Okay, Cable's story was a story that had to happen in order to get him there.
Right, that's how it feels, and it's quick. It may be 2 minutes. Yeah. So don't if you want to see the future, don't get too excited.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I don't think it's filler. I think the entire story was probably filler.
It's very.
But Cable's was just a means to get him to where he's at. That's all it is. It's just like, how do we get Cable into this?
Right.
Oh yeah, let's do X, Y, and Z, and then he can be a part of it.
And then there's time travel, blah blah blah, whatever. So
we already know that.
stories week. But what are your final thoughts? Because we really could wrap it up. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is I would watch that. Number one, I'm gonna buy it the second that it comes out.
I like that. Just letting this play in the background while you do videos, that type of stuff.
I will literally, it will be a part of my collection. Deadpool, I haven't downloaded and bought and owned many movies because let's be real. There's a lot of places you can watch movies. Netflix, you can watch it on Amazon, you can watch it in other places. Thank you for showing me those places, Mogamu. Anyway, listen, you coming down with the shit, motherfucker.
Netflix is a, wait a minute, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good.
Can we get a Snapchat?
Great place to watch movies.
Can we get a Snapchat filter with "I don't feel so good"? Why do we not? Why don't we have that? Why don't we have that on Insta? Can we get a "not feel so good" filter?
I know, right? That would be perfect.
That would be great. But no, legitimately, this is one of those ones that the second it drops, I'm buying it. And this is one of those ones that I think if I find time in my week, I will go watch again, because it is hands down that good. And it's, I don't know, because the thing about it is, they do a good job pulling at your heartstrings for certain things. And I think we'll get into spoiler territories in that in a second.
Oh, real soon.
Yeah, real soon. But literally, like, they get you emotionally. And that's one of the things that I think is really different and unique, that we don't see every single day. To be able to do that and to tell, and to have a lot of laughs along the way, fantastic. Yeah. So I'm ending at while the story was weak, the rest of it was so strong that it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
It's like we could say the story's weak all we want, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to watch it again.
It has no bearing on the film.
Exactly. It has no bearing. And that's so crazy to say that, oh, the plot doesn't really matter. Like, that's so, how do you say that about a movie? Oh, the plot doesn't really matter. The story doesn't really matter. Everything else is so good that none of it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. None of the downsides about this movie matter. So your rating is you will buy this and watch it multiple times. Because we don't need a number rating. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I wish that they would already put it out so that I could go buy it and just have it. I hope, like, a part of me almost hopes that they have it before TennoCon so that I could watch it on the plane.
That's cutting it close. What are you talking about? Like a month and a half?
I know, that is super close. But a part of me is like, bitch, release it, please. I need it.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. So I actually put this on Twitter. I find it super ironic, right? That this is supposed to be just like a joke. All this is supposed to be a joke, right? First of all, this was never supposed to happen. Ryan Reynolds fought for this film.
Fought for it.
He fought for it. I don't know if you guys remember, like the Deadpool, the CG Deadpool thing. Do you guys remember that? See if I can find that.
Wait, which CG Deadpool? The first Deadpool?
It was like a visual. It was like a pitch film where he was up on the thing and he like jumped down and he was like fighting the guys in the right that thing, right. This film was not even supposed to happen. And what they ended up making was an animated film to even pitch this. And I think maybe Ryan Reynolds paid for it or a group of people paid for it. So keep in mind that this was never supposed to happen. And this is why it kind of blows my mind, because it's super ironic to me that the movie that was never supposed to happen, that they fought for, that they were passionate for, is becoming the standard for like the Fox universe. Right? And the reason I say that, and this is all right, so there are jokes in the first movie that are broken in the second movie because the franchise has become so popular that they can actually, I'm trying not to spoil this. The movie has become so popular that actors are appearing.
Are you talking? I know what you're talking about.
I'm being careful here. The movie is so popular that there are cameos in the second film that break the jokes of the first film. And you're going, this is so crazy, because this one-off film is becoming the standard for the whole Fox thing.
Yeah.
You know I'm right. And it's so
I know.
ironic.
I saw it the second it popped up on the screen. I was like, You're just flexing now. You are just flexing for real.
They're flexing. So
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is super high for me. I put this above everything outside of Logan. So I'm gonna go Logan and Deadpool series are like the best two films in the whole Fox thing. I know some of my X-Men 1 or 2 people are going to be upset. I don't care about those movies.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm an X-Men apologist. Like, I didn't hate everything that they did with X-Men. I'm like, I get it. Like, this is what it is. It's a popcorn movie, right? Yeah. It's a popcorn movie. When Dr. Xavier wasn't feeling so good. That's
Wait, Dr. Xavier... Like, is that like Doctor Strange or
no? Remember in the Phoenix Saga, poor Mr. Picard. He wasn't feeling so good.
That they never readdressed that scene. That never got readdressed. Yeah,
I know. He was the original. Not feeling so good.
He started it all.
Professor X. That's where they got the effect from. Go watch it back. Go watch it back. That's where it came from. But yeah, so let's just like I didn't hate all of them, huh?
We gotta wrap it up so we can go into spoilers.
All right. Well, okay. I didn't hate all of them, but I have to be completely honest with you. They're not even in the same level. That's not even the same.
No.
That's not even in the same camp. They're doing something completely different. There's only one thing that they could have done in Deadpool 2 that I crossed my fingers and wished that they had done, and they hadn't done.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that in spoilers.
All right.
So I think we're ready to get into it. So anybody who doesn't want spoilers,
yeah, spoilers incoming.
See you. Bye.
Talk to you guys later. Love you so much. And
love you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Give him a second. Starting the spoiler conversation. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, my little kitty. I think he wants to make another guest appearance, but he's being annoying. So where shall we start?
Can we start where I left off? It's spoiler territory. It's up on the screen.
Exactly where you left off.
Let's start where we left off. So I think it's super ironic that the whole joke in the first movie was we can't afford more actors.
Yeah.
We can't afford more actors. And literally there's a scene. Guys, leave now if you haven't seen Deadpool. Leave. Go away.
Okay, the thing about the scene is the second the scene popped up in the theater, those two old people next to me, they're like, oh! They were like that. They literally went like that. The old people were like, oh! And I was like, shit. And I was with them. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, old people, I'm there with you. I feel you.
It's hilarious.
Right. So I think that's enough time. So if you're still here, and
go away. I'm warning you. It's fine. Go away.
That's your own fault.
So when he's making the joke and he's like, seriously, you guys still can't afford more X-Men, and when the door opens and they're fucking all in there,
every single one of them, I was like, I want to pause. I was like, is that really all of them? But there was like bees. There was like definitely, and they were just like, let's close this door.
And you know what? And another reviewer made this joke, and I'm still in the joke. The joke was the X-Men have beat Apocalypse. The X-Men have beat Magneto. They've beat all of these supervillains, and they're hiding from Deadpool. Where
no thank you.
Yeah, don't want any parts. The joke is completely reversed. That the mansion isn't empty. They're just avoiding him, and
they find him so irritating that they're just like, I don't want any part of this. I want no part of this.
It's so good.
And then we have another guest star appearance from the Vanisher. The Vanisher had me cracking up the entire time.
I gotta ask you. So what was on the they don't know yet. Some of them don't know.
Okay.
So a little bit of context for people who don't care about spoilers but are still watching. So when they're doing the whole X-Force thing, the superhero team, Deadpool brings a team together. There's tons of jokes behind that, and then one of the superheroes is the Vanisher.
Yeah.
Who's essentially invincible. But there's a moment where the Vanisher appears. Like you can see.
Let's wait. The Vanisher joke was hilarious because I didn't know if they would continue with the joke. Because it's such a stupid joke. The Vanisher joke is such a stupid joke, but it's so good. The Vanisher legitimately, it's like, you know those people walking the invisible dogs on a leash?
Oh.
You know those ones?
Yeah.
And then it's got the harness attached to it, and they're just going boop, boop, boop. It's that level of stupid. That joke is so stupid, but why was it fucking hilarious? And when they're jumping out of the plane, and they give the Vanisher its own shot, and it's just flowing up there. I was like, you are so stupid. And why am I laughing at it? Oh my god. Becca, thank you for that little subscription. I don't know when you subscribe, but congratulations. Congratulations on joining the Hive Mind. But
who subscribed? I missed it.
I don't know, but they said they finally subscribed. So good. Thank God. Good for you.
So much. So, but the Vanisher joke pays off.
And the Vanisher joke pays fucking off.
Talk about.
Because the whole time it's nothing. Vanisher is stupid. You just see like and you don't think that it's going anywhere until
I'm putting it up on screen because I want them to have the same reaction we had, because it's not going to be as funny if they don't see who the Vanisher is or what the Vanisher looks like. All right, so this is the joke. This is the joke. Warning, spoilers. The Vanisher is Brad Pitt. Why?
And here's the issue with it. They fucking get in there and they make sure that you see that it's Brad Pitt. And for me, I was like, oh, that's like a Brad Pitt mask or something. But you do have it on IMDb that he did it, right?
It is legit. So
it is legitimate. Happened? So not only did they get all of the X-Men,
right?
They also got Brad Pitt. What the fuck? Brad Pitt ain't made a movie in a long. See, here's the power.
He doesn't make movies, really.
Brad Pitt didn't make any movies for the longest time, and he's like, "Oh, Deadpool? Yes, sir. I think I will be in that."
Right.
And it was that moment because the whole time you're like, "This is a stupid. This is a stupid invisible poodle joke." It's just stupid. And then it's like, nope, it's Brad Pitt. And we're like, what? You are so stupid. And then it made the stupid joke even stupider because you know that they had to pay for him to be in that goddamn scene.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And okay, so let's back up for a second. So this goes with the whole joke of, why do we not have money to hire any actors? Mm-hmm. And then they just drop Brad Pitt in the middle of the movie. So my thing was, how do you go into a pitch meeting, right? Mm-hmm. Business, and we talked about this before. How do you go into a studio pitch meeting and say, our joke is going to be that our invisible superhero is Brad Pitt. We're not going to talk about it in any promotional materials. None of Brad Pitt's fans are going to go out and see this movie. It's just a one-off joke. And then the studio says yes? Like, what kind of, like, gun to the head does Deadpool have at this point?
I don't even think that he has a gun to the head. I think that the people behind Deadpool have embraced the ridiculousness of Deadpool. I think that they've caught Deadpool-itis. They're like, oh, you want baby dick? Sure. We'll give you baby dick. You can have baby dick.
We gotta make it to that, though.
You can have baby dick. You can You can have cocaine, you can have explosives, you can chop people's whatever you want. Go ahead, Ryan. You do your thing.
Do whatever you want, Ryan. It's your studio now, Ryan. Mr. Reynolds, whatever you want to do, Mr. Reynolds, you're completely in charge. Yep. So even more people show up. All of the X-Men show up. This is spoiler territory. All of the X-Men show up. They've got big names. Terry Crews is in it, of course, obviously. Brad Pitt randomly shows up. Hugh Jackman is there. Why? How much does it cost to hire this man? Like, this can't be affordable. And Hugh Jackman just shows up, and you're like, come on.
But let's be real, though. Did they make their money back?
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it.
So a part of it, I think that this movie is setting up its reputation. That, like somebody was saying, it's literally being unpredictable. That everybody wants to see what happens in it because they know that crazy shit like this is going to happen. Because you know what? What's the best promo for a movie than people saying, did you know Brad Pitt was in there?
Right.
And then everybody's like, well, we got to see this movie now because Brad Pitt just randomly happens in there. Right? Isn't that the best? Okay.
That
the
is
best
really good.
promo, and this is not even just for Deadpool. The best promo for a movie is everybody telling you how good the movie is.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you something. Do you feel like you have to see Deadpool 3 now?
Me?
Yes.
Deadpool 1 or Deadpool 2?
Deadpool. Do you feel like if they release Deadpool 3, do you feel obligated to go see it? That's the genius in it. Because after all of this stuff has happened, I'm like, what are you going to do in Deadpool 3?
Oh, and after that ending? The after movie credit ending?
Did you like it?
I want to see how the fuck what the fuck are they going to do with that?
Wait,
is that going to stick?
There are two stingers. Which one are you talking about?
The main big one.
The time travel one or the time travel one?
Because I was like, is that gonna stay? Is that gonna go?
No.
How is that? How is that gonna work?
The movie doesn't care. They'll toss it out. They'll do something different.
Yeah,
they don't care.
I mean, they'll go toss it out. Speaking of tossed out, X Factor much? That was the best ever. Literally.
That's why I said don't take this movie serious.
You got trolled so bad. You got trolled so bad because you're like, oh, he bringing out X Factors. There's this whole scene where he's interviewing people and he's like, all right, you got superpowers, yada, 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 so on and so forth. And then he's like, all right, we're going to jump out of this plane and we're going to go do X, Y, and Z.
It's a windy day.
It's a windy day. Mm-hmm. And then all of them, every single one of them except for Domino died. Terry Crews gets hit by a bus. The spit guy gets fucking put into a wood chipper. Goddamn Shatterstar gets put through a fucking helicopter blade. I'm like, well.
When Shatterstar was flying into the blade, I was thinking to myself, I was like, don't do it. I was like, don't do it, movie. Don't do it. Splat. I was like, okay.
And they just did it. They fucking did it. They did it. And the thing is, the setup to it, made you think it was going to be this team up movie, yada, yada, yada. Oh, you're going to see Shatterstar in action. You're going to see some spit guy and Terry Crews do all this kind of stuff. Terry Crews was in there for like a total of what? 10, 15 minutes maybe? Most?
And they pulled an Infinity War because I'm gonna tell you, there are X Factor scenes in the trailer that I don't think are in the movie. Because when X Factor died, I was like,
oh yeah. Because Terry Crews was definitely in one of the scenes and he was doing something. I think Shatterstar might have even been in one of the scenes too. I didn't see Spit Guy though.
I'm looking it up now, but I'm pretty sure that those characters were in more scenes.
Yes,
but they were fake scenes in the same way they were fake scenes to kind of.
I mean, think about it though. Let's be real. They were on set. They were filming all of their death scenes, or they were doing whatever the hell they were doing. Their day was done. Right. Their day was done. They're like, hey, you want to go like off to the side and we'll film a couple like shitty, fun trailer scenes. Right. It's like, okay, well, that's a wrap. Hey, you want to stay on for like 15 more minutes? We get a couple shots.
Yeah, you're in costume. We spent the money. Just turn the camera on.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like they're doing. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, listen, we listen. If you want access, because listen, we're done shooting. It's like 10 a.m. You're already done. All right. Yeah. So if you want to stick around, craft services will be in at like noon. So we got 2 hours to kill if you want to have some lunch. I think that's exactly what happened.
I think that's what happened too. But good on them because they threw us off. X Factor is in the movie for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. No. And that was the best. That was a really good joke. And not only that, but it showed off Domino's powers even better.
Can we talk about Domino?
Yes.
Oh my god. So
Domino.
First of all, that girl fine.
I was gonna be honest with you. I was like, why is this bitch named Zazie Beats? Who names their kid Zazie?
It sounds like a screen name.
Is it a screen name?
No, I think that's her actual name.
Is it her actual name?
I think that is her name.
I'm gonna just name my kid something fucking weird because Zazie? I mean, maybe Beats is not her last name, literally.
No, it's not spelled Beats. It's like beets, like a vegetable.
Like beet, yeah.
Yeah.
Zazie, that was the most, like, because of the fact that she is Domino, and it's one of those things that you laugh about, right?
Right.
Like, how is good luck?
Is there any version of Domino that's black in the comics?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
There might be one, but I think for the most part, Domino's been pictured as Caucasian or some mix. Yeah, she's very pale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know what happened. Blacklisted spam. Ooh, sorry, Modern Equilibrium. But no. Zazie in all of her beautiful, wonderful glory literally kills it as Domino. Like, the way that they have her set up completely just being lucky.
So good.
It is so good. Things just drop into place. Like the last scene where they are fighting in the orphanage area, that was exceptional.
It goes to the extreme.
Yeah. Like
it's
when
bloody
they finally
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that last part where you see all the little racks start falling over and they knock that dude over, like, oh, okay, cool. She knocked him down. And she walks by him and that fucking cabinet falls on his head and decapitates him.
I was like, oh,
I'm gonna need a bus to get these kids out of here.
Boom, bus.
Boom, right through the wall.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. No, so a part of it is really like they just do it so well. And like when she's like, what is it called? She's using her parachute and she's going in, and then she like jumps in the car and she's like, all right, Lady Luck, and she just lets it drive. She's like, I'll be back.
The guy pulls the gun, it doesn't fire. It's just it's just like, and it works. And the whole time I'm watching it, I'm just like, I'm enjoying this. Like I'm actually having fun. And she's not even that great of a superhero. Like even the part where the car is going over her head, she's just like,
she's like,
it's just like, oh, she's just like, oh well, this is like every day for me.
Yeah. You know what though? If your superpower was luck, that is every day for you. You're not even worried about being good. It'll sort itself out.
She has no attachment to like a feeling of consequence, because everything happens. She's just like, and then they're like, oh, what are you doing here? She's like, I don't know. I just showed up. Like
I just showed up. She was like, it'll work out. It'll all work out. Yeah, and a part of me is like, can that be my life? Can it just be my life? Can it just all work out? Because she really did not even care. She's fallen out of some explosive. What was it? She was like launched in the air, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, there's a big old inflatable toy I can just jump into." And I'm like, this bitch.
When she lands on the things, go, I'm like, please.
You're like, why? You are so. But the thing about it is, that is the biggest troll superpower ever. Because, and here's the great thing about it.
It is.
Here's the great thing. The greatest thing about it is that she is the ultimate counterpart to Deadpool.
That's why it works, because all of the characters are playing off of him. Because he's getting shot, he's getting chopped up. Like, it's all just, everything's just happening. Like, he's just making stuff happening. There's nothing anyone can do about it. With her, she's just like, I'm just here. Like,
well, isn't his phrase,
guys?
Isn't his phrase maximum effort?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, maximum effort. And then she's just like, minimum effort. It'll work out. Sure.
Right.
Why not? Because legitimately, here he is, he's getting shot up. He literally, and it's cool because you see the continuity in his like outfits. He has like a hole in the back of his glove because of the fact that some dude shoots him through his hand.
Right.
So here he is, he's just getting beat up, he's getting ripped in half. He is literally just suffering. And she's like, I guess.
Yeah.
She's like, sure, I'll survive plane crashes. I'll be fine.
All right, someone brought this up in chat, and we're just gonna blast through some of the spoilers. What did you think of? So the big supervillain turns out to be
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Well, it's really odd because and here's the disconnect between the like what's it called? Warframe. The X-Men and Deadpool. Juggernaut was much smaller in Deadpool. In X-Men.
Oh,
much smaller.
Wait a minute, you're right. He appears. What movie did he appear in?
Because you just said it. I'm Juggernaut, bitch. That's what he says to Shadowcat.
No, what movie does he appear in?
X-Men 3? I think it's X-Men 3 because I'm pretty sure that's where Kitty Pryde is. But
I think
legitimately,
it's X-Men 3.
Because the scene is like Shadowcat is running through walls and he's just pounding through those walls too. And then she like drags him down into the ground so he has no momentum and she's like, I'm Juggernaut, bitch, and he like jumps out.
Right. I've got it up on screen now. That was the original. And it was I'm gonna say it was weak sauce compared to this one. It
was definitely weak sauce compared to this one, but that line is still iconic. That's still iconic, and I wish they had referenced it here.
But they stole it from the internet, though. Are you saying it's iconic from the movies, or it's just iconic in general? Because the internet did it first.
It's iconic in the X-Men movies. To this day, we're still saying, hey, I'm Juggernaut, bitch.
But the internet did it first, though, Rob. Because you remember they took the cartoons, they took the old cartoon, and they voiced over it. Every time in the old cartoons he would appear, someone voiced over it, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. And then the meme started, and then the movie took it.
I didn't. Okay, know I'm not good with memes. I'm not good. So I'm not sure. I didn't know that. I'm not a meme person.
Right.
But they should have kept that going. My only issue with it is okay. Juggernaut is not really a mutant, and I think that's the consistent theme that they always fuck up. Is Juggernaut isn't a mutant?
It's magic, right? It's like
it's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in my head, it's like you take the gem that he's got. I think it's the gem of, I want to say Siderax? Something? It's a gem. It's a gem. And so it's kind of like, how you going to put a collar on the Juggernaut when his powers doesn't even come from being a mutant? But that's just me. That's just me, right?
Okay.
So I get it, but maybe they could have done a better. Like I expect Deadpool to be better than the Marvel Universe, but it's not like he was. Well, okay, let's be real. He's not technically the big bad of the movie. He's the big bad.
Are you talking about the?
But he's not the main. Yeah, the little kid is the issue.
He's not likable. I didn't like the kid. Sorry,
I didn't like the kid at all.
Yeah,
I was like, shoot him, Cable! Shoot him! Shoot him, Cable!
Yes!
Shoot the kid!
Okay, so, and then
I was on Cable's side the entire time. Fuck that bitch up.
Another reviewer said this. Do you kill baby Hitler?
Yes.
And see, and that's where the movie gets weird, because the whole time I'm like, man, shoot him. Like he grows up to be a douchebag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just do it. Like, I'm rooting for Cable. I'm like, Cable, get the gun, Cable.
Get the gun.
And it's like, and the story definitely goes to a good place, because that doesn't happen or whatever. But man, you root for Cable to kill this kid, bruh. Like, you're just like cheering for it. And I'm almost thinking the movie is going that way, because it's so like, just get it over with. Like, this kid's an asshole. Like, he's gonna kill. Like, he's just not vengeful. Like, he is a maniac.
You know what it is, though? And I think that this is some clever writing. The kid represents Deadpool as a young man. Cable represents Deadpool as an older man. Right? Because Deadpool knows how it is to not have a father, to not have people on his side. That's why he became the
mercenary. They do mention him not having a father too.
Yeah. So it's very like, it's like Deadpool standing in the middle of his future or the things that just recently happened to him and his past. So it's almost like he's looking at this kid as like, man, that was me. That could have been me.
Right.
But people stopped me at one point. And the thing is, I think it was that Deadpool was stopped by Vanessa, right? Like Vanessa stopped him from going completely over the deep end, right? That was when his life.
Yeah.
And it was almost kind of like the kid didn't have a Vanessa to change the path of his life. And Cable's here saying, nah, he's gonna be a bitch. Yeah. He's gonna be a bitch. He's gonna be a bitch. So it's almost kind So it's almost kind of like the Cable is like foreshadowing what could have happened to Deadpool if it had not been Vanessa. So Deadpool's kind of like at this precipice where he's like, man, that was me before some good shit happened to me. So I want this kid to have some good shit to happen to him so that you know he won't turn out like me. But at the same time, it was also Vanessa saying, bitch, you gotta save the kid or else we ain't fucking in dead space.
In dead space?
What? You want this dead pussy boy? You gotta save the kid. Save the kid. Save the dead pussy. That's how it goes. That was a Heroes reference, by the way. Save the cheerleader, please. Save the world. I'm just saying.
No, you're right. It's I don't know. I'm speechless about the whole thing. Like, and have you noticed that like it's all like father theme? Like all of these superhero movies are father theme. Deadpool is doing it. Avengers is doing it. The whole MCU is doing it. It's all like Avengers Infinity War is just, I got daddy issues. Everybody in Infinity War got daddy issues.
It's because Josh Brolin is in all the movies. He's just playing daddy.
Like I was saying, if I was rudely interrupted, it's all daddy issues. Other sport. We gotta get to the sport.
Let's pause this. Okay. I wonder if the reason that this is all about daddy issues is maybe because it's almost pulling from something that the comic book, like it hits home with comic book readers, because I think historically comic books have been looked at as a nerd thing. Right? And fathers in the previous generations were all about be masculine, manly men, and comic books were almost looked at as a nerdy thing. So it was almost kind of like disgraceful. So it's almost kind of like they're tapping into our own daddy issues because we are comic book geeks, and comic books were looked at as kind of like a negative, derogatory thing because it was not necessarily the most masculine. And maybe that's why it taps into so much of the audience. Is that weird? Does that make sense? Because I feel like it almost kind of makes sense. And then maybe that's why it hits us.
I think I can see your point. I can see your point. I mean, it's like it's a really big target though. It's not hard to miss. It's like if you're sitting there reading comic books, your dad attached to all this media. It's like there's a possibility, there's a possibility something might be missing there. So it's an easy target. And even if it's not your father, I mean, your grandfather, was he not around?
Yeah.
Do you not have a role model? Like it's a really big target. So for them to aim at that target is really smart. Like I didn't have a dad, you know this. I didn't have one.
Yeah.
So it's a big target. So I think it makes sense. Like it just makes sense to go after that.
Yeah.
And also even if it's not like a daddy theme, like a lot of these movies are like transitioning the character. Like and I'm glad that so that kind of does the whole daddy thing, because it's like, oh, this character's immature. He's an asshole. He's a Tony Stark. He's a this. He's a that.
Yeah, and they're almost
Doctor
mature.
Strange. Yeah, and they're all trying to make this transition into Daddyville, right? Yeah. So playing with daddy issues, it just makes sense. So I mean, it's a big target. Like it's once they figure.
And
maybe
it out, it's almost kind of like a comic book's way of having a coming of age film.
Yes. That's what it is, a coming of age film.
It's like a secret coming of age film.
Coming of age.
And it's because
stop saying coming of age. It's getting weird. Coming of age.
Wait, what? Coming of age.
Yeah.
Coming with age. I don't know. But no, if I mean, like, that's kind of like the interesting way to handle it, right? Because they're all transformative films where people are turning into better versions of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's also what it is, because our generation has a lot of man children in there. So maybe we kind of feel that like, oh, it's time to be an adult now.
Right.
We love our comics. It's time to grow up, right?
Yeah. Is that a metaphor for the films? The films are like, hey, it's time for us to go to the next thing. You know, we got to make better movies.
It's time for us to not feel so good.
Right. I don't feel so good. Is it okay? So
you know what's funny though? Whenever you say I don't feel so good, you always lean off to the side.
That's what I'm doing. It's funny because it's reversed on the stream, so like we went in separate direction though.
Yeah.
It's funny. So
one of the things they want to touch on is Colossus. Colossus had.
It's hilarious.
Okay, the one thing that was missing from me.
It's hilarious.
It would have been in budget. They had to have done it in budget. Was to show Colossus in his non-metal form.
I forgot he could do that in the comics. Couldn't he do that in the comics?
He goes non-metal because his power is to make his body metal. So for me, I was legitimately sitting there and I was like, man, they got to make him in his non-metal form at some point. I was like, they had the money to get Brad Pitt, Terry Crews, the fucking X-Men, and they can't afford like a little third-rate actor, because it's not this actor isn't doing very much. You know, the original. I don't even think. Does he look like Colossus? I don't even think he look like. He's a muscular guy, but I don't think he looks like Colossus. Oh, you're cutting out. I'm missing out.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. So I don't think like it's a muscular guy that kind of plays him, like a jawbone kind of guy. But I don't think he actually looks like that animation.
I don't think he looks like that. I think he looks like what he looked like in X-Men.
Wait.
But not in that. So yeah, part of me was really like frustrated. I was like, man, just show us that one. We're cool, whatever. But it might be a different actor that plays the two different the Colossuses.
Stefan. Hold on, I got him. I've seen this guy before. Stefan something.
Is it the same guy though? Is it the same guy that plays him in Deadpool as the one that plays him in X-Men? That's the real question.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, he can. I think at some point he gets injured or experimented on to where he can't turn it off anymore. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, but all of the scenes with Colossus were amazing. They were some of the best scenes in there. The whole hugging and the butt grabbing, and then he's like, Colossus is pulling off his hand, and he's like, no.
You notice the sounds? Like every time like he touches my butt, it goes dong.
Dong.
Dong. Let me ask you something. Was the radio on an iPhone or something?
Yeah.
Okay, that was hilarious.
iPhone radio. He was putting that up.
No, it's really good. It's actually funny because they're building on the first movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, how can we take this even further? Okay, it's like they're like dating.
Yeah, it's like they're almost, I'm sorry, you believed in me. You believed in me, and now I'm coming back for you. Legitimately, he's always been like, I had so much fun with him. And then, of course, we had the iconic Juggernaut versus Colossus throwdown.
Did you see it coming? I didn't see it coming.
I saw it. Oh no, I was waiting. It's
really?
Like
you saw that coming? Good.
It was the Hound versus the Mountain. Yeah. I was like waiting. It's Clegane Bowl. It's Clegane Bowl on Deadpool. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Clegane Bowl. No, I didn't see it coming. It's just like when he shows up and then he starts running, I'm like,
oh, you're breaking up. You're breaking up for me.
Hello. I
don't know why we just don't always get all the time. It might be a bad thing connection.
It might just be the streaming. Let me know if I'm too loud too. I'll turn my volume down.
I think you're fine.
Super close to the mic.
Yeah, the whole part where they said don't fuck Colossus. So good.
That's terrible. Oh no, please no more Psylocke. Let what's her name go back to her whatever she was doing. What's her name from G4 TV?
Yeah. What is it? Olivia? No, it's not Olivia Munn.
Yes, it is Olivia Munn. Let Olivia Munn.
Okay, let me tell you, Olivia Munn
is hot. Number one,
gorgeous. She is like I wish she was doing more, but I wish she was doing more, but she's not. She's better as a blonde, though. Personally.
Olivia Munn's hot. That's all. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't want to see her as Psylocke anymore, but I want
someone who's like full on Asian playing Psylocke. I know that seems kind of racist. Like I know Olivia isn't Olivia.
She's half.
Like she's half, but like Psylocke was Japanese.
Shatterstar was full Asian.
That was I guess Shatterstar was an alien though. Why the only Asian man in there gotta be an alien?
With me, the history of black people. You guys are now. Don't get me wrong. You guys got it bad. But please, in Star Trek, we are aliens and blind people. Show me a normal person in old Star Trek. Aliens and blind people.
I know. Listen, I completely understand. We got some good ones because we have the whole ninja background theme kind of stuff.
You guys are kicking people in the face.
They love that. They love that shit. Where are my gay superheroes at though? See, I play the double minority card. Oh,
no. One of those characters is gay.
Yeah, Yukio.
And one of the male characters is gay. I'm derping. One of the
Colossus was recently.
Is it Colossus? No, I'm not. But I'm not thinking about Colossus. One of the X Factors are gay. I can't remember.
It better not be Spitman. If it's Spitman, fuck that. I don't want Spitman.
No, it's not Spitman.
It better not be Spitman.
Is it Iceman? No, it's an X Factor member. Iceman
is gay currently.
It's an X Factor. It may be Shatterstar. One of the X Factor are gay. But I don't remember which one it is.
Gay and dead, thanks.
Gay and dead. It's Shatterstar. See, chat got our back. Shatterstar is gay.
And he's also dead, thank you.
They're all dead. What's your point? It's even. What you mean? If you want to make an argument, he's an alien. Yeah, that sucks. But they're all dead. He's an
alien. So there's your alien argument right there. I see your alien and blind to alien and dead. Okay. At least Mr. Reading Rainbow Man was consistent through there the whole time.
Yeah.
We love Jordy.
Stop it.
Shatterstar can move his organs around like a blender.
His daughter is famous now.
Who? LeVar Burton's daughter?
Yep.
I haven't looked at his daughter.
She's on.
Oh, so she really famous now. You can't even remember which store she's on.
No, she's on the YouTube channel. Guys, what does LeVar?
Oh, so she's YouTube famous. On? So she's not really famous.
Famous. Anything with over 1 million subscribers is famous in my book. I can't remember. She's on one of those YouTube channels, but she's famous now. She's kind of attractive too, which is weird because LeVar Burton is like family and she's like attractive. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. She looks like LeVar Burton, but she's attractive. I don't know what to do. It's strange. It's very strange.
It's like, I don't like this.
I don't like this at all. You can't down talk another black man. I'm not. I love LeVar Burton.
All right. But no. So where were we? So we were talking about Colossus. We were talking about, okay, I don't know who's in chat. I need Tori to speak up if she's still in here. We're going to have a gay moment. Because you just had a fawning over LeVar Burton moment. She might have bounced. But for my gays in chat, Josh Brolin turned me into a thought. What happened in that? What happened there?
For Brolin?
I was never thirsty for Brolin. I thought Brolin was a gross old man. But he came through in Deadpool with all them implants. And he was all shredded. And then at the end, when he was doing the fight scenes, I was like, Josh, you're looking kind of good.
He's 50?
He's 50. I don't know what happened. He put some magic on that shit. And I was like, Mr. Josh Brolin? Listen, Thana Daddy didn't do it for me.
Okay.
But I was like, what the fuck? I was confused. I was shook. I looked at him and I was like, why am I looking at you like a piece? Like, I'm looking at you like I could have you for dinner right now. But Josh Brolin did it up like he was cut for that movie.
He was in shape. If
He
that was no CG, shout out to him. Because if you look like that at 50, that's insane. That's insane.
Well, here's the thing though. If they CG'd him, I would have CG'd him some abs because he wasn't as defined in the ab area.
Sure.
But it was very trim.
But that's the first thing to go though. Because it's like older guys, like they'll be really cutting like the chest and the arms, but then the ab section is kind of falls apart.
Falls apart. Yeah, and that's kind of like what I almost feel like that's why I was like, that's gotta be mostly him. At the very
I think it is. Why does he look so short in the movie though? He's 5'10".
Because everybody else is tall.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is real. Let's look it up.
And he makes jokes about it too. He makes jokes. I thought you would have been taller.
But that's unfair because Ryan Reynolds is like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, and Colossus is what? 7 feet, 8 feet.
Right. So Ryan Reynolds is 6'2". First of all, let me ask you this. Why are the height challenge superheroes always portrayed by really tall men? I don't think that's fair. Ryan Reynolds is 6'2", right?
Deadpool isn't supposed to be I think Deadpool is supposed to be shorter than Cable.
He's shorter than Cable, right? Ryan Reynolds is 6'2". Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is tiny. No, Hugh Jackman is
6'2".
Wait, what?
You didn't know Hugh Jackman was tall?
I thought Hugh Jackman was tiny, but it's maybe because I've been watching him as Wolverine this whole time.
He's massive. Because
Wolverine is like 5'5", 5'4". He's short.
Yeah, so Hugh Jackman is 5'2". Wolverine is...
I'm shocked. I am kind of shocked, to be honest.
5'3".
5'3"?
Yes, Wolverine is 5'3", and Hugh Jackman is a foot taller. That's why I'm like, let's look up Deadpool. Like, I get it, the tall man is already like famous. Deadpool is 5'11", so it's suspect a little bit there.
They switched. They should have switched because Cable would be in the 6+s, and then Josh Brolin is like 5'11".
Right. So it's so weird to me. It's not weird to me. Like, I get it. Like, these guys are already super famous anyway.
Yeah. And they wanted to book them and they fit. They just needed to physically make them fit.
Right. But they wouldn't even be at that leading man status at 5'3". Mm-hmm. Right? Because I think how tall is Wesley Snipes?
Oh, I don't know.
Wesley Snipes is little, right?
I don't really like look at people's height. It's not a thing.
In the context of a superhero, I do.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense, but it's not something that I do for fun.
Wesley Snipes is 5'9", so he's actually not that. People always try to pretend like Wesley Snipes. Isn't that hilarious? So a lot of people have always said Wesley Snipes is like small, but he's 5'9".
I guess 5'9" might be small in like the act.
In Hollywood context.
Yeah, because right now I think that for male modeling, you can't be under 6 feet.
Right.
Male models can't be under 6 feet. Female models can't be under 5'11". Did you know that? Female models can't be under 5'11".
That's really tall.
Right? It's really crazy.
Tall. Yeah. What even got us talking about height? I feel like we were in spoiler territory.
We're talking about how he looks so short in comparison.
He looks really short in the movie.
Yeah.
I think it might be because he has a big head.
Or we're so used to him looking like Thanos that now he looks kind of short in comparison.
Yeah. But we can mostly. Is there anything else you want to talk about? You know what? You want to take some stuff from chat, like.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry, Crack. You're bringing.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, or do you want to take questions from chat? Like,
I think we should talk about the ending. The ending.
Oh, are we talking about the ending or the
post-credit scenes?
Post-credit scenes. Okay, we're still in spoiler territory now.
So this is super spoiler territory. This is the end credit scenes where it shows Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Kimiko. By the way, that was so cute. Hi, Kimiko.
Hi, Div. Hi, Wade.
Hi, Wade.
Who is that actress? I feel like I need to look her up now.
Hi, Kimiko. But legitimately,
is she
when they're working
character?
on, she probably is. She probably is. I don't know if they made them, if they were homosexual in the comics though. But yeah, what do you call this? So when Deadpool does that, he takes Cable's little that way. Let me say, that was one of the parts of the movies that I was like, oh my god, was when Cable uses his last charge of time travel to go back and save Deadpool. I was like, he knows his family's okay, so he gonna use it to make sure Deadpool doesn't die. I was like, oh,
that was a little emotional.
That was definitely an emotional moment. And for me, I thought that he was maybe going to take the batteries out of the necklace thing. Okay. Like, I didn't know what he was going to do with it. But to use the coin, I was like, that is hands down definitely some Game of Thrones writing right there.
Yeah.
Right? You never do anything. You never do anything for no reason.
It was good. So yeah. let me jump for a second before we come back. Okay, so I'm an idiot. Yukio is a real character.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yukio is a real character, and that.
What are her superpowers? What is she named?
She's a ninja, so I mean, take it.
Yeah, but does she have electricity powers too?
I mean, we can.
Or is she just a ninja?
Location history. I don't see anything about powers, abilities, powers.
See, bitch, why are all the Asians just ninjas? I mean, that's easy, right? Yeah, Shatterstar, Space Ninja, Psylocke, Psychic Ninja.
No, she has genius level intellect and she can fight.
So Yukio is the stereotype of all Asians. Yeah. She's a smart ninja. She doesn't even need a calculator, this Yukio. Oh, Yukio. Damn, girl. Could you help me with my calculus? I got you.
Superpowered calculus homework.
I'm like, fucking fuck.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You know, the only cool superhero that I think that we got was in that terrible Weapon X movie. Mm-hmm. I think his name was his name Zero? He was. I don't remember. He was the guy with the guns that was very, very good with his shots. He's been portrayed in multiple different comics. What is his name? Is it Zero? I think it's Zero. Chat, help me out. But yeah, we want to talk about Dopinder, which was probably one of the best characters in there.
David North, Agent Zero.
Zero. He would. That's the only cool Asian we got. That's the only non-stereotypical cool Asian we got. We're either assassins, ninjas, or geniuses. Thanks.
Or calculus.
Rob,
do my calculus homework, please.
But no, Dopinder was great. I will bathe in the blood of your enemies. I was like, yes, Dopinder. And I was gonna be honestly the whole time. When I saw, the weird, what is his name, man? The weird touches kids man. What is his name? The guy, the head of the orphanage. I thought someone was gonna shoot him.
Is he in other movies? That actor looks real familiar. I don't know if I'm looking it up though.
Both the guy that who is this guy? The guy with the sex lips.
Sex lips.
Yeah, that guy's in other movies. And I think that guy might have even been in an X-Men movie before. I don't know about the head of the orphanage guy, but I could have sworn that he was going to be killed by someone or something. Mm-hmm. And I was waiting for Cable to, because I was almost thinking that Deadpool was going to kill the orphanage leader guy, so that the Fire Fist kid couldn't have a chance to kill him, and then the Fire Fist kid wouldn't have been able to get his first kill.
Right. That could have gone that way. Yeah. I see your point. Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking that they were trying to go for. But what do you call this? But when Dopinder came through, I will bathe in the blood of your enemies. I was like, yes.
You know my favorite scene with him? We're still in spoiler territory, guys. My favorite scene with him is when you do the superhero charge where they're all standing at the gate of the orphanage and they're like, let's go. It's like boom, 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 boom. And then they're all running. Cable's running. Deadpool's running.
And then they do the pan out.
And then they pan over. And what's his name again?
He's like, Dopinder. He's like, right.
And Deadpool is like, it's so fun. funny. That's my favorite scene of the movie. Was Matt Damon
in the movie? Was Matt Damon in the movie? Because the main one we saw was Brad Pitt.
Matt Damon? Stop.
He might have been one of the X-Men. I don't know. But yeah, like all of it was like it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Dopinder was fantastic. He was great. I like the part where he was like, "Listen, we're not." His friend where he was like, "Listen, we're not even gonna make it past one. I'll tell you everything that you need."
Oh, wait a minute.
Matt Damon was the hillbilly truck guy.
Hillbilly truck driver.
Oh shit! They really reaching into Fox's pockets on this one.
What is happening, man? This is.
But you know what? I bet you anything though. That Ryan Reynolds is such a good guy. I think that's been his like consistent. That's been a consistent note of him throughout his career.
Okay.
That's been look. They have Brad Pitt in for 1 second. They got Matt Damon, but we're gonna put all the makeup on the world on you. They got Terry Crews, but we're gonna kill you in one scene.
Yeah. Like
legitimately, I think that Ryan Reynolds has had such a good. He's just a good guy, it seems.
Yeah. That
throughout his career, I think that he's made so many friends that he's willing to call in favors for people, and that's kind of amazing. That is definitely super amazing.
That's what he did with what's his name? You're killing me here. The Invisible. The Invisible Man. What's the actor's name? You're killing me here. I can't believe we're derping.
Brad Pitt and yeah.
That's what they literally said with Brad Pitt. What happened was that he just asked him, and that's what they said. It was like, "Yo, Brad Pitt, you want to be in my movie?" Brad Pitt was like, "Fuck it, sure." And that's how he was in the movie. He just asked, and it's insane. It's actually insane.
No, and that's awesome though, because if you're such a good guy, literally, it's just like, sure, okay,
yeah,
you know. But no, so that's really impressive. But we need to get to the final scene.
Yeah.
We need to get to the final scene because we missed it. We probably only have a few minutes left on it.
Let's talk about it. Closing thought. Well, we'll talk about the final scene.
The end of it is Yukio and Negasonic Warhead fucking around with Cable's time travel device.
Yeah. Repairing.
And Deadpool uses the time travel device. Listen, I was thinking of the storyline main parts, and then he goes back and he kills the other Deadpool.
Well, first of all, back up. First of all, he undoes a lot of the bullshit of the movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of those deaths.
He saves Vanessa.
Yeah. And then after that, he starts to go on what is essentially
rampage throughout the history of all of it. He literally goes, shoots the other Deadpool with no mouth, and you know they've got that clip from it. And he's like, and the thing is, that I don't know if that was just them reenacting that part for the movie, or if that was actually a clip from the original one.
Hugh Jackman is there. It's not a clip. They shot that.
So here's the thing. He goes in, shoots the old Deadpool, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'm just cleaning up the timeline. I'm just cleaning up the timeline. He saves Peter, which could be an Easter egg because of the fact that literally Peter W is his name. And that's actually a character in another. That's another character, I believe, in X-Force or one of the other X-Men comics.
Okay, I didn't know that.
He exists. He's like a British guy, and his powers are to set he has like blade fingers that are set on fire, and he can throw them at enemies. It's fucking weird.
That's not a clip. Chad is saying that's a clip. They shot that. That is not a clip.
Listen, I don't care, but it was there.
Hugh Jackman literally says, Stryker finally found a way to shut you up. That's not in the original movie.
That was. Stryker finally found a way to shut you up. That was a way. That was in the movie.
I now got to go back.
I'm not saying that it's not a clip, though. I'm not saying that it's not a clip, but you can check IMDb, see if he was actually in there.
So all we have to do is check IMDb and see if Hugh Jackman is credited in the movie.
He's the leader. Right. Yeah, he's the leader of the X-Force. So Peter W. Peter W is the leader of the X-Force. So that's kind of like one of the things that I'm like, oh, well, if they do have an X-Force movie, he could become the leader of it, because that is a throwback. And remember, because here's the thing, when he has the headshot of Peter, he was like, are you catfishing me? Right? Remember that moment? Because the picture of Peter was like all like sexified and like really slim. He's like, you're catfishing me? And Peter W in the movie does not look like Peter Wisdom, right? Okay. But in that photo, he looks like Peter Wisdom.
What?
He does. Look up Peter Wisdom. Look up Peter Wisdom. But in that photo, he looks like Peter Wisdom. So I'm like, okay, that could be a call out to maybe something in the future. We'll see. But he looks way more like Peter Wisdom in that photo than he does in the actual movie itself.
That's crazy.
We'll talk about the Peter Parker stuff in a little bit, but what do you call this? So he cleans up the timeline, and then there's a clip that shows him looking at the Green Lantern, at the Green Lantern script. And then all of a sudden you see just blood spattered everywhere. You see Ryan Reynolds with the hole in his head. And Deadpool just shot him in there. And it's done. And that was the greatest thing. But the only thing I'm wondering is if Deadpool 3 is Deadpool 3, for me at least, I'm curious, is it number one, it's gotta come out, but are they just they're probably just gonna throw it all away, right?
Of course.
Maybe it doesn't stick because that just undoes everything that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It just undoes everything that happened. He would have never gone through with all of that. Like, I don't know how they would undo it. But
it doesn't matter. See, it doesn't matter. Like they're gonna write around their jokes. The rest is irrelevant. So if it's like Deadpool would literally look in the camera and say, "That's lazy writing," they don't care. Like they'll do whatever. It won't matter.
Yeah, they'll do whatever. And that is definitely kind of like one of the things where I'm like, how is this gonna work out in the next one? But I'm really curious because you guys have got me thinking about Baby Dick again.
Can we talk about the scene? Can we talk about the scene before we go?
Yeah, well, okay, go. You can talk about the scene. I'll elaborate.
If you haven't seen the movie and you are sitting in this podcast after we told you to go, so the scene where Colossus rips him in half and Juggernaut rips him in half and his appendages grow back. You see where this joke is going. So he has baby legs and he's like sitting on the couch and then he does the whole what was the movie where the lady's crossing her legs?
That was in Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct. So he does it.
And he shows up, and you do see Nub. You see Nub at a couple points.
There's a point where you see a baby dick.
There is a point where you see a baby dick.
Wow. And Cable is like, oh.
And then his friend is like, okay, so you're just shirt dicking it now. You're just shirt dicking it. He's like, you're just shirt dicking it. But the moment was when he gets up off the couch, off of his, and he walks up to Cable to shake his hand to make the 30-second deal. And there he is on his little baby feet. And he's just walking up to Cable. And he's like this tall. He's gonna shake his hand. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It was so good. But the punchline to that was when at Blind Al was like, I don't know what's happening here right now.
The blind lady. It's like you don't want to know.
It's like you don't want to know. But that was absolute fucking gold. Like
one of
every
the funniest
moment in that
movie
film
scenes I've seen in a long time.
What is it? Prison Wallet was great. Prison Wallet. I hear you rummaging around in there.
Prison Wallet, yeah.
That was like they found a way to make every scene comedic in some way, shape, or form, except for the dramatic moments. Like when Vanessa dies, they leave that as a pretty serious scene.
Right.
Like that was one of those that was it. There were very few scenes that didn't have really great punchlines.
Let me ask you this. Did Deadpool's death scene go on too long?
I think it was meant to.
But for you, was it funny enough to justify how long it went?
I'll be honest, it could have been shorter.
Slightly.
But I think that was almost in its own commentary on how ridiculous it was. It wasn't the shining, funny, hilarious moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't the most shining, funny, hilarious moment in the movie, but it wasn't one of those things where it almost made commentary on itself.
Almost, yeah. It was weird. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, for me, the funniest part was when he was like actually dead, and then he wasn't, and he was like, wait a minute, I'm not done. Yeah. I didn't think this would take so long. And I was like, okay, you got me. Because I knew the joke. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no way he's dead. He's going to wake up. And it still got me. I was like, God damn it. I still laughed. Wait a minute.
No, for me, though, the whole thing in that, I understand that was, his moment to be funny as he was dying. But legitimately for me, that scene, and I know that sounds crazy, was all about Cable. And I know that seems like weird, but that was also another emotional moment for me because you saw Cable stroking that teddy bear. Right? And for me, while like Deadpool was quote unquote dying, right? That was almost in my brain. It was almost Cable calculating whether do I go back, do I save him, do I go back, do I go back, do I save him, do I go back to my family, do I go back and save him, do I go back to my family? And because he was looking at that teddy bear like a little too much to me.
Yeah,
and it's
that
like
was a little emotional.
I really want to go back. Like that's him, and like the longer it takes for Deadpool to monologue, the more you realize that Cable is processing.
Yeah.
He was like, if I do this, there is no going back. If I do this, there is no going back. Like, and that was definitely a moment for me where I was like, shit. And that's what got me because he made the choice to save him instead of to go back to the family. And then he said, I know they're safe. And I was like, oh my God, I'm tear up right now. Right now. But legitimately, yeah, for me, I think that was used to almost, I mean, at least that's the way that I interpreted it in my head because I was watching Cable. That's what I was watching. Like Ryan Reynolds was just off being a dick.
But they work well together, though.
They work well together. They work real well together. So that was definitely a big part for me. Like I enjoyed that. That got me. That got me. And then the coin came back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's some Game of Thrones writing right there. That's some Game of Thrones writing.
He takes okay, I'm gonna tell you I did tear up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So the actual moment where he goes back and he looks over at Deadpool and he puts the thing in him, I was like, God damn it. I was like, God damn it. Deadpool's like,
how are you doing?
He's like, you're getting kind of close, aren't you? I was like, oh, fuck.
But at that point, I didn't understand what that was.
What's up, Rio? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't understand what that was.
I knew he was doing something.
Yeah, I knew he was doing something. Yeah. And then he pulls out the coin, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Because they set it up from the beginning. Oh, this coin is lead. It's a lead coin made with pure lead. Remember he said that to her. Yeah. It was like it was set up from the very, very, very beginning, and it's what ended up saving his life. And that moment, oh my God, that moment where he's like dead, and then she like, she's like, no, you got to go back. It's not your time yet. I was like, oh, and then she runs up to him and she's like, kiss me like you mean it. And I was like, and she's like, kiss me like you mean it.
That part got you? You're a wuss.
That part got me because the thing is, you saw his frustration so bad,
right?
When he could not die, he was like, just let me in, just let me in, just let me in.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah, it's not your time yet. It's not your time yet.
You got to go back to your family. That got me. I was like, oh, stop. It's like, no, you got to go back to your other family for a while. I was like,
you gotta go back to your other family.
No.
And I was like, oh my God.
Stop
and
it.
then the whole punchline was, don't fuck Colossus. Because every scene has to have the punchline. Yeah. Don't fuck Colossus.
Don't fuck Colossus.
But that's a reference though. That's a reference because the thing is, Deadpool is pansexual.
Clearly.
Yeah, Deadpool is, I mean, and like right now it's kind of like made into a joke, but he's had boyfriends before in the comics. He has a strange, like I'm waiting for them to make a Peter Parker reference and how Tom Holland looks like he's 12. Like at some point I'm waiting for that because Deadpool and Peter Parker, they don't have a thing, but Deadpool really likes Peter Parker.
Okay. I've seen like some like comic stills of them together, but I never knew the context of it.
Because they're very similar characters. They're both very smart. They're very smart alecky. And Rio, pansexual is someone who likes any type of person, whether it's male, female, or in between. They don't care.
It's supposed to run the gamut.
Yeah, it runs every gamut, everything.
That's the idea. It's a way complicated way of saying bisexual.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot when it comes to naming. But what do you call this? The thing about it is like I want to see them run with more of those jokes, but I also want to see Yukio come back. I want to see what happens.
She's hot. Why did so many?
She's like 12.
No, she's not.
She's like the Tom Holland of the Deadpool universe.
That girl is not 12. I will punch you in the face.
She looks 12, just like Tom Holland looks 12. No, that's why everybody, whenever all these people thirsty after Tom Holland, I was like, you better be in high school.
No,
sir.
Tom Holland is probably literally 12. This girl is not.
No, Tom Holland is like 21. How old is this girl? Yukio.
No, she's a grown woman. You shut your filthy mouth.
Deadpool is not gay. He's pansexual. There's a big difference. Because I wouldn't touch a vagina. I'm gay. He's everything.
Now I gotta look it up.
How old is Yukio? So you can feel bad. So you can feel bad.
Shut up. I've got it open right now. She is.
Nullers. We're talking about Deadpool. Warframe don't belong in this conversation. Get out. We're talking about important things here, you know? Not the game that doesn't cater to veterans.
She's 25, so shut your filthy mouth.
What?
She's 25.
Asians age well, man.
You're not gonna turn me into one of those guys running that mutant center. No, she's 25. Shut your filthy mouth. She's hot.
I'm telling you, holy shit. But man, I want to see her back because I think that she could be a really like funny addition.
That was good. Hey Wade. Hey Yuki.
Hey Wade. And I mean, literally, she has maybe 3 unique lines in the movie.
She doesn't say much at all.
And it's mainly, hey Wade. Hi Yuki.
Hi Yuki. It's good.
She was so cute. I loved her. And man, though, when Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Colossus and they all started ganging up on Juggernaut, I was like, this is a family moment. This is a family moment. I was like, this is so good. But one of the things that I did during the whole Colossus and Deadpool scene, you know, Deadpool has a little thing through his head and Colossus is like lifting him up and he was like, oh, Colossus, right? I was watching the background for the fight that was happening.
What was happening? I was distracted.
Domino was in the back and she was running the game on Mr. Juggernaut. I mean, she wasn't hurting him, but she was just like running around back there. He was trying to get her, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Were you afraid for her?
Holy shit!
I was afraid at some point in the movie she would die, and I was cringing.
Welcome. No, I don't think they wouldn't let her die. They would not let her die. They would not. They can't let Domino die. She's too good. She was too good.
So Negasonic is older than Yukio. Negasonic is 21.
Don't you mean Yukio is older than Negasonic then?
Yukio is older than Negasonic.
You didn't say that the first time around. You
What did
said
I
it
say?
the other way around. You said that Negasonic was older.
Negasonic is younger. Brianna Hildebrand is 21.
Yeah. She's I liked her. I like her better now.
Okay.
You know what it is? Did you notice Deadpool always has an annoying kid in it?
That's yeah. It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, it is a metaphor. All these annoying ass children. But I think that I liked her a lot better in this movie. I was like, all right, girl.
Why?
Yeah.
What stood out?
Because the thing about her is she wasn't as angsty, and she did the angstiness real well. Mm-hmm. She was like, trainee. That was a good line.
Yeah, trainee.
She was like, trainee, and she's like, huh?
The little kid was hilarious too when he went up in the thing and he signed the kid's cereal box. He was like, I'm an X-Men kid, trainee.
She's like, trainee. It was such a good line. No, she was great. And like I love the fact. Number one, Juggernaut versus Colossus fight, one of my favorites. But when they joined on in, I was like, it's like a team. Get him, Yukio. Get him, Yukio. And it was like just good to see them all together. It was just good to see them all together as family. So overall, great movie.
Did it overall.
I know, but great. I think we just wrap it up in conclusion. It's a fucking great movie.
I'll go first. Great movie.
Terry 2 said trainee. Yeah.
Trainee. Yeah, it's a good movie. Go see it. Go in it expecting it. As long as you go in it, forget the trailers.
Yeah.
Forget the trailers. Go in it expecting to have a movie that's gonna just say whatever and do whatever at any time, and you'll be surprised at the things it does, and you'll be happy. That's
okay. Here's a question for me, and maybe chat can also jump into this. I got a couple questions. Number one.
Yeah, chat answer these.
How do you think they will be able to replicate this magic in a third movie?
Yes.
Because the second one was so unexpected that how do you how do you we're gonna walk into it expecting the unexpected already. So how do they recapture that for Deadpool 3? Because Deadpool 2 was just like, it was great. It was fucking great. There was crying, there was laughing, there was references, there was it's gonna be hard to replicate.
They just have to throw out, in my opinion, throw stuff out again. Like, he's in a relationship. He's with X Factor. This, that. As long as they keep throwing out things that you think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Like killing X Factor, they just got to stay on that path, right? Because I thought this is an X Factor movie. And when they killed them, I'm like, you got me. Well done.
You got me.
And so as long as they stay unpredictable and as long as they just they don't have to follow any I think they know that. They're not bound to any continuity. They introduce time travel. They're really not bound to any continuity. So in my opinion, they can keep surprising. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And they should do non-Marvel crossover. Someone just said, Rio says John Wick 3 is coming next year. But he made me actually think, if they started crossing over other non-Marvel shit,
yeah,
like other stuff that Fox owns, oh come on.
Well, the thing is, will Fox even have them anymore? Will Fox still have the rights?
Doesn't Disney own Fox though? How does that even work? No, Disney doesn't own Fox. They just own the characters.
Yeah,
does Disney own Fox?
Yeah, I don't know who owns what anymore, to be honest. So that's definitely one of my things. I mean, I'm sure it's a ways away, and I know that they'll probably take their time to make a good movie again.
Right.
But at the same time, though, their writing was so to the moment on this film. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Their writing was so literally they had, Hawkeye references in it. Remember when he was like,
Deadpool, he was like, be a Princess Bride remake.
He was like, my special power is stage 3 cancer. If you give me a bow, I might as well be Hawkeye. I was like, damn. Like that was such a now reference, right? So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be hard to top. But the question is, For those of you guys out there, how many? So on top of that, because that's it's a hard question. But the other one that I'm gonna put out there is, would you watch it again?
Oh, Deadpool 2? I would watch Deadpool 2 over Deadpool 1. I'd sit and let it play because there's so much. It's so dense. Mm-hmm. Like you say, it has a little bit of that Childish Gambino thing going for it, where it's like you're watching the front frame, like you said, and there's shit going on in the back.
Back frame.
Go back and look at the title sequence. Like even the words in the title sequence. Like I was at the end of the title sequence, and it was like made by that dude that did this, and I was like, wait,
no, written by the people that killed the dog in John Wick.
Yeah,
yes, that was so good. So no, because I missed the first two,
right? And
then I read one, and then old people were next to me laughing, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Then I read the title. I was like, "Oh shit, they're doing it here." Rutru said, "I'll watch it again on Netflix, not in theaters." Modern says yes. I'm just looking to see what else people got to say. But yeah, I think it's one that I would definitely watch again. I would pay to watch it again, actually.
Boom says, best line I think is from the first one where he looks at the dude with brown pants. This guy had the right idea. Yeah, first movie's pretty good.
Well, no, I liked the whole. He was like, "Let me count how many of you there are." Right when he comes in the first scene, almost as a reference to that first fight scene, he was like, "I have this many bullets left, and you think that it's gonna turn into that scene again?" Then they all just start shooting him.
or when Cable is shooting him, he splits the first bullet, ping, splits it,
ping,
and it's like, "Give me your best shot." Ping, 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 ping. It's just like, oh.
I love the expression on Josh Brolin's face. He's just looking at him like,
yeah. It's
what is your deal? What is your goddamn deal?
It's so good. So you want to end it?
What do you think? Best line was Cable asking him if he's from the DC universe. I still think one of my favorite lines was, "I can hear you rummaging around in there." That one still gets me.
The prison wallet. You know what? That was over my limit of immaturity. I actually did not laugh. I
thought it was hilarious because I think a constant. Well, like people know that from like my people know that from my streams and the times that I talked about when we were playing Warframe and you fall down in the what is it called? What is that goddamn the War Within, and you get that bone stuck in your leg? And I'm like, bone knife. Yeah. Bone knife, right? So in my head, that pen was like my knife. Was like my knife experience, and it was like watching it in real life happen. I was like, oh yeah, it's not that effective. But no, my favorite part, we completely overlooked this.
Okay.
He was like, "You killed Black Tom. You racist." And he was like, "The diabetic, the racist," and I was like, "That is such a good."
The family scenes, like the diabetic, the racist,
they're so good.
The teenager, yeah, it's
the girl with no actual superpowers. Yeah,
I'm not racist. You dumb fuck.
Oh, but I think that kind of wraps up our feelings. It was a great movie. I can't wait for another kind of round about it. Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. What's our next movie?
I don't know. What is the next one that's out?
Guys,
there's got to be.
What do you guys want to see?
What's going on?
Chat, find us a movie.
Find us a movie. You know what I haven't watched that everybody in chat has been referencing a lot? Everybody's been talking about John Wick. I have yet to watch John Wick.
You haven't watched part 1 or part 2?
Part 1 or part 2.
You know, we could do some blasts. Some Rob sees this. Rob sees that.
Yeah. And like blast from the past kind of stuff?
Yeah. We could do some blasts. You'd be down for that? If we can't find a movie.
They're saying that Han Solo is this weekend. Oh so my god.
Wednesday is Han Solo?
Can we talk about this real quick? Sure. We'll have to save it for the next podcast.
Okay.
Star Wars who?
Excuse me?
Star Wars what?
Have you seen Star Wars?
What's Star Wars?
Rob.
This was originally you remember this was originally going to be the topic of our first podcast.
My god.
You're of the Rob versus Mog podcast.
This was the whole genesis of the idea.
This is the
Rob,
whole genesis of the idea.
how much Star Wars have you seen? Name the movies.
Just the good ones, episode 1, 2, and 3.
The 70s movies.
No, episode 1, 2, and 3. I know how the timeline goes.
Rob, how are we gonna watch and review Han Solo when half of this podcast is disrespectful? Do you know which half is the not respectful?
Maybe it should just be me being disrespectful. That's how this was originally gonna start.
I'm wondering. Okay, chat, let us know. Chat. Should we option 1 have Rob see Han Solo completely clean, or should we option 2, because if he sees it completely clean, he has to be honest about it. As a movie.
Have to be what? Sorry, you cut out.
If Rob sees Han Solo completely clean, if you see it without seeing the prequels, because Han Solo is not in the ones you've seen.
Yeah.
Right? Can you hear me fine?
You cut out every now and then.
Am I still cutting out? Damn.
Yeah, it's weird. I can't do. I think it's just the call. I think it might just be Discord.
Let's see. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna leave the call and come back, see if that helps you. Okay. Okay. Testing. Can you hear me, Rob?
I can hear you. I think.
Is it better?
I think that Christian Bale was the best Anakin Skywalker.
Shut up. Okay, so chat, let us know. Vote 1 for Rob should only watch Han Solo, so he has to judge the movie completely free of fandom. Or vote 2 if we force him to watch all the older movies with Han Solo in it first. 1 or 2.
We already did spoiler warning ages ago. This podcast has been going on for 2 hours. Just because you missed the beginning ain't our fault.
Yeah, spoiler warning. It's up. It's at about right hand corner. So, which one is it, Rob? 1 or 2? 1 means he watches Han Solo fresh. 2 means we've got to do a movie night, and he's got to watch some movies. He's got like 4 movies to watch.
I agree with watch fresh.
People watch fresh. You just don't want to do the homework.
Why do I care about the homework when I could skip directly to the test?
Because it's Han Solo. This is important. Because
he's the one that fucked his sister. What? Don't watch any Star Wars. Just watch Spaceballs. I have watched Spaceballs, and it's quite good. It's quite delicious. It's amazing.
Oh my god, I cannot with you.
Why? Look at all the ones in chat. Look at all the ones in chat.
They want you to not see it, so it'll be entertaining. So you'll have no context at all. These are trolls. These are trolls, Rob.
Here's the thing though. Let's start with this real quick. If I see it without knowing any of the rest, I will be able to judge it based on whether it was an entertaining movie outside of the universe. I really don't want to watch the rest of those old ass movies. They're bullshit. They're all bullshit. Anyway, so that's what it's gonna do, because I'm not watching all of them. I have too many things to do in my life.
Okay, so he's not gonna watch them. So I'm gonna be the normal person, and he's gonna be the heathen. All right. So that's the setup for next week for Han Solo, right? So next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, we will talk about Han Solo. I'll do it solo.
He's gonna do it solo, and it's gonna be a good time. All right. Any last words before we end this? GG's.
I think the only words that I can say really to kind of end this is, of course, Solo fucked his sister. It was before the carbonite stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know what carbonite is.
Okay. Rob, I'm so disappointed in you. You have no idea.
It's the truth, though. All of those movies are like old and like ugly. I don't care.
You're actually embarrassing me right now. So no other blacklist people on, so we're not going to host anybody. So we probably will just call it a day. Rob, are you streaming today? Rhea, are you streaming today?
I will most likely be streaming today.
Okay, Rob's gonna stream, guys. So let's see. Let me make sure I can get this in chat.
I'm gonna go to the gym first, and then I'll do that. Rob gotta look sexy.
Yeah. So Rob's streaming today, so make sure you follow him for that.
Wait, can we talk about one thing real quick this morning that bothered me?
Sure.
So I'm angry at the fact that my scale, first it told me I was the same weight as I was yesterday, which was fine, right?
It's not fine. That was talking about it. Fine stands for like something FINE, whatever it was.
No, but it was like
Deadpool.
It was 0.4, right? So it was something 0.4, and so I got back on this because I like to check a couple times, and then it said that I was actually 1 pound more, and I was like, "What's happening?" And so technically, it said that in a few moments I had gained 0.4 pounds. I was like pissed, and then at the very, very end, I cleaned it off. I cleaned the bottom scale, and then I scooted it forward. Then it said I was a 0.2, which means that I had lost 0.2 more pounds. I'm like, I'm confused, so I don't know what to do. That's my last bitching of the day.
Stop living on the scale. That's my answer to you.
I need to
weigh yourself like twice a week. Be done with it. Even twice is too much. Once per week, every Sunday weigh yourself every Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, right before you start the podcast. That's a promo, by the way. Yep. Anything else?
I think that's it. So we can all agree that I will be seeing Han Solo from Star Trek next week. Bye, you guys.
Disrespectful. I cannot believe how disrespectful you are. I honestly cannot believe how disrespectful you are.
Starship Troopers?
Not Starship Troopers. Definitely
close.
Not.
It's close.